You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers on Mixlr. We join John Clement in the arena.
Hello and welcome in. My name is John Clement. I'm live from McMorran Arena here in Port Huron, Michigan. And what a night to be live. I'll tell you, the Enforcers coming off a couple of back-to-back games where they have made an impact. It has been beyond important for the Enforcers to get things going here. The standings are as tight as they can be. And, of course, the Elmira Enforcers right now sitting atop the standings, right where they want to be. If they can get things pushed ahead and going forward, Elmira will find a way to come through and make their impact here tonight. Of course, not easy to do, as they will take on the Port Huron Prowlers. Of course, Port Huron did give them a bit of a headache back not too long ago. So just last night, as a matter of fact, an 8-6 victory for the Enforcers. But that third period, by the skin of their teeth, the Enforcers had a lot of work to do. We'll see what Elmira can do here tonight at McMorran Arena as the game gets started here live. We are into the pregame show here, and of course tonight's broadcast, as always, proudly brought to you by Labatt Blue Light. Life is better with Labatt. Tonight's lineup scratch is brought to you by our good friends at Arnett Health, the official healthcare provider of your Elmira Enforcers. Arnett Health, come to expect the best. Tonight's lineup scratch is Dylan Kelly for the Enforcers, Brett Gravel, Ahmed Mahfouz, Marco Novosel, and Brendan Hussey all scratched for the Enforcers here tonight. On the other side for the Port Huron Prowlers, Nick Nieder going to be scratched, along with Brandon Contrado, Austin Federley, and Mitch Jones, all out of the lineup. So we're looking forward to seeing what the Enforcers can do against this Port Huron Prowlers lineup. They've taken the last two, of course. Those two were taking place at First Arena. These two matchups now tonight and tomorrow night both going to take place at McMorran Arena. And, of course, this will close out the Prowlers' home stretch of the season. They finish up the end of 2021 on the road next week in Columbus, and not to mention we will be keeping an eye on that matchup all night tonight. Carolina and Columbus down there in Georgia. That matchup has huge playoff implications, and of course the Enforcers have a vested interest in this, as as it looks right now, Carolina has to play every game on the road. So in theory you would think that they would play all 5 games at First Arena if the Enforcers could manage to be the other team. And if Columbus brings that draw, that's a long trip for the Elmira Enforcers if they're able to hold on to a playoff spot, which right now, again, they sit atop in first place. So we'll be keeping our eye on that all night long, and we'll see how things go. They start 5 minutes after we do here at McMorran Arena. We'll stop and take a look at tonight's goaltender matchup, brought to you courtesy of the Elmira Enforcers Pro Shop, conveniently located inside the rec rink. Get your sticks, tape, skates sharpened, and all the newest and top-of-the-line equipment for your skater or goaltender right there at the First Arena. Tonight's matchup, number 1, back between the pipes for your Elmira Enforcers, Mighty Joe Young. He's got 4 wins here on the season, 0 losses, 0 overtime losses, 258 goals against, a .920 save percentage. No shutouts yet, but hey, the season is young for Mighty Joe. He's only appeared in 8 games, and only 4 of those was he factoring into a decision, so we'll have to see how Mighty Joe can do here tonight from McMorran Arena. On the other side, Kurt Gutting going back in. He gave up 7 goals the other night to the Enforcers. He's got a 4-6-2 record, a 4-1-3 goals against, and an .897 save percentage. So Kurt Gutting back between the pipes. He gave up some bad ones. We'll have to see how the Enforcers can come out and take advantage here early on. Now it's time to turn to tonight's Elmira Heat treating hot player to watch. Tonight's hot player to watch for tonight, well, it's kind of hard to take it away from him. Tyler Jurich has had himself a stellar last 2 days. A couple days ago, Tyler was talking about being on the longest goal drought of his career. He's picked it back up immensely. 2 goals last night, a goal the night before. Tyler has found his scoring ways again, and it's about the right time for him to hit it too. 2 games left this weekend, 3 games before the postseason. So a good time for Tyler Jurich and the rest of the Elmira Enforcers to get hot, hoping they can do exactly that. And tonight's hot player to watch, the big man, Tyler Jurich, second all-time in FPHL scoring. Now, before I go into Coach's Corner, which is, of course, one of my favorite parts of the show, I've been advised that 3 off-ice officials here in Port Huron are out with the dreaded COVID. Again, we want to wish them all the best. Of course, hopefully they get well soon. and obviously they'll be out for these final 2 games, but I was told they would be listening in, and I just want to say once again that to those 3 off-ice officials listening in, a huge get well soon from all of us out in Elmira, and we certainly hope that you're recovering quickly, and obviously the fans and everyone here at everyone here at McMorran Arena send along their best wishes. So thank you so much. And now we'll send it down to Coach's Corner, head coach Ahmed Mahfouz, and see what he has to say. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com pregame show. I'm here for another edition of Coach's Corner with head coach Ahmed Mahfouz. Coach, obviously a big couple games here on the road. You guys had the long trip out here to Port Huron, and now, as you always say, got a job to do. What do you guys have to do to come away with the victory here tonight?
We just got to play enforcer hockey and make sure we play our game and, play a full 60 minutes tonight. We get into trouble when we start thinking the game's over and, we take 5-10 minutes off and they end up coming back like they did in the third period there yesterday, and they made it a game, and that's the type of team they are. So when we have our foot on their throat, we got to keep pushing down on it.
When you talk about getting through and letting them back into the game last night, obviously the fight was kind of the catalyst for everything there in the third period, kind of seemed to change the tone of the game. Did the guys kind of buy into that a little bit more, or was it just a lapse in judgment on their part when it came down to that third period?
It had nothing to do with the fight. Taylor Cutter did his job in that fight. I think he definitely won that fight, and that should never happen after one of your teammates, one of your players goes out there and he does a job like that. The momentum should be on our side, the energy should be on our side, and it just didn't happen that way. And, that shouldn't happen. Like I said, that guy's battling for us and he's doing his job out there, and that's supposed to be an energy getter for us, and it just ended up being the opposite. And it's definitely not Cutter's fault. The boys for that 5 minutes while he was in the box, that's our job to come out there and have that energy filled 5 minutes, and we should have taken the game right to him and it should have been over. But yeah, definitely Cutter did his job and I couldn't ask for more.
And speaking of guys doing their job, obviously Brett Gravel left the ice surface in the second period last night. We didn't see him in the third. Can you give us a quick update on what's going on with him, if he's going to be all right going forward?
He'll be all right going forward. I'm going to give him the day off tonight and then see how he feels again tomorrow. But going into this playoff push here, we just want to try to make sure that everybody's 100% healthy going into playoffs. We still definitely got a job to do in getting to the playoffs, but he's got the day off today. He's going to get better and he's feeling better, so day by day with him.
Okay. After a long bus ride, too, obviously we've watched Troy Passingham do a stellar job back on Wednesday night. Dylan Kelly, who was met with a lot of pucks last night. I think that's the most Port Huron's gotten against you guys on shots on goal this season, to say the least. Is Joe Young the man in net tonight?
Joe Young is getting the start. That's the best part about getting all three. Having 3 goalies that are capable of being a number one on almost any other team in this league. So, Joe Young has got the start tonight, and he's going to do his job. We're full of confidence in that kid. So he's 4-0 for a reason, and we're looking for more of that tonight from him.
Well, that being said, obviously every win important, but now more than ever you've talked about the playoffs. The playoffs are coming right up. Knowing that the other 2 teams are in action tonight for the first time during this 4-game set, how hard is it going to be to keep from watching the scoreboard a little bit during the intermissions and during the breaks?
The best part about it is if we do our job and we do what we're supposed to, everything falls into place for us. So it doesn't matter what those 2 teams are doing. We're worried about enforcers and getting the 3 points tonight. So when the game's over and we did our job and we're finished here at the McMorran, we'll definitely be scoreboard watching after that. But up until that point, it doesn't matter what those guys do. We're worried about our job here tonight.
That being said, obviously the McMorran is a less than friendly environment, even with fans back in attendance in a limited capacity. You'd never fail to hear them from behind you. I know you have great experience with that over your years playing in the FPHL. Having those fans here, it's obviously going to be a little bit rougher environment. What are you telling the guys to be ready for, especially coming off that home and home we're coming into here off a fresh bus trip?
It's the 3rd game in 3 days. They definitely have some good fans and some loud fans here that support them. They're not our concern. The only thing that we're trying to do is shut them up tonight. The less you hear them, the more that means that we're doing our job. So when they start getting loud, I know it's a close game, or the Prowlers got the lead or something like that. But when they disappear, then I know that we've done our job. But when it comes down to it, we're not worried about, like I said, anybody. We can control what we control, and that's our effort level, and that's our compete level, and that's what we're looking for, is 100% effort here and the full 3 points.
The last question before I let you go. You've had 15 goals over the last 2 days, and obviously that's unusual to say the least, but how do you keep the pressure on and keep pushing things? I don't know, obviously they have 3 netminders that are capable as well. What do you look for, and how do you keep up that type of pressure? Obviously, scores above 5 are a little unusual in the hockey world.
Yeah, they are, but if you continue to get shots on net and a lot of traffic, good things happen. So we're looking to continue to do that stuff in front of their net, battling hard, and especially in the corners. I feel like when we get to the pucks in the corners, they're 50-50 pucks and they turn out to be ours. That's when we get the best opportunities in their house. So I like our corner play. I like our F3, but I'm not too worried about our offense. Like I said, like I tell the boys, we have a lot of skill and a lot of talent in that dressing room, so we can't be giving up 58 shots. I'm not worried about if we score 5. I'd rather score 2 goals and win a hockey game than score 8 and give up 6. So that performance from last night won't happen again on the defensive side of things, and everybody's ready to compete even harder on the D side of things tonight, and the offense will take care of itself.
Looking forward to seeing it. Thank you so much, Coach. We'll be back on the Mixler.com pregame show. Well, there you heard it from head coach Ahmed Mahfouz. Obviously not happy with the defensive effort last night. You heard it straight from his mouth, too. The effort has been good. They need it to be better. So, again, hopefully it'll be a strong performance here. The guys got in roughly about 8 o'clock this morning, got themselves ready for this game. A long night on the iron lung, if you will, as both teams had to do some traveling last night. As we pull back, you get a good view of the McMorran Arena here. I'm starting to see some officials down there in the corner. I will be handling my own camera work tonight, so again, to all of those watching on YouTube, I apologize. We'll do what we can and hopefully give you the best show we can here live, as the Enforcers should be taking the ice here in just a moment. As you get a good look at the pregame ceremonies as the officials have made their way out onto the ice surface. Elmira has taken the first 2 games in this 4-game stretch, and they'll be looking to continue that pattern here. They have had a lot of success against Port Huron this year, clinching themselves the Hilliard Cup. And, of course, I hope everybody got a chance to see that amazing presentation before the game. Lewis White actually giving out the Hilliard Cup, an employee there, after singing the national anthem. Can't thank him enough for his hard work this season. As you get a good look, the blinking lights there down at the far end. We'll expect to see Mighty Joe Young and the Enforcers heading out here shortly. And I want to thank everybody again for tuning in here live on YouTube and on Mixler. And it looks like we've got a pretty good feed here tonight on YouTube, so we will keep this going as best we can. Again, we are live from McMorran Arena here in Port Huron, as now we get set for period number 1. Of course, we will have the anthem after the introduction of the players. And no, don't adjust your sets. The ice surface and the whole arena have gone, well, dark red. And the Port Huron Prowlers celebrating their final weekend at home here. And this will end their regular season at McMorran Arena. I heard some chatter before the game from the people who take care of the ice here that after Thursday, the ice will be coming out of here. So it's pretty crazy. So congratulations again, Port Huron, and we want to thank them for coming out and starting the season off in Elmira. And, of course, that wasn't an easy task. And thanks to Joe Pace for coming on out and starting the season off and being a part of the Hilliard Cup. And, of course, the Prowlers did a heck of a job so far. Still 2 games left in this series, and they're not a team you can take lightly. Again, this is a 4-team league, and yes, Port Huron is at the bottom of it, but every team in this league is competitive. You heard it straight from Ahmed Mahfouz's mouth. So Elmira's going to have to do a job here tonight, and I'm getting that stuck in my head anymore with every time I talk to Coach Ahmed Mahfouz, it's always about doing a job, and he likes to repeat that phrase over and over again, and hopefully they'll be able to do that. Coach Ahmed Mahfouz is down on the bench right now as I look down. The officials have taken the ice. Still looking for the white and neon green down there. As I take a look down, waiting to see Mighty Joe Young and the enforcers make their way out. As the team will be back home. And I want to remind everybody once again, tickets are on sale now. We also do have, as here comes Mighty Joe Young right as I start that, as he comes out. And again, the enforcers making their way out onto the ice surface. So there's the Elmira enforcers coming on out. As again, you see Elmira making their way out onto the ice surface, and Passingham does have his mask on as well. Usually see him in a ball cap at this point. But Troy will be manning the bench here tonight, and hopefully he will stay there. If Mighty Joe Young can do the job and come away with a win, he is 4-0 on the season, as I talked about before. We'll see what Joe can do. As, again, you hear the Prowlers getting set to come out. Joe down there getting stretched out. And now, again, the most interesting thing with Brett Gravel out of the lineup due to that stinger he sustained last night. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow, as he did make the trip out here. It looks like Steve Leonard, the former Port Huron Prowler, is going to take his wing again as he lines up with Shinkarik and Ruiz. And it looks like Bryce Martin and Glenn Patterson to start things off defensively. As we take a look out, it looks like Port Huron getting ready to come out here, and they should be introduced. Then we'll have the national anthem. So we'll step aside for just a second here, give you guys some nice commercials to listen to while the Port Huron Prowlers make their way out to the ice surface, and then we'll have the anthem, be back, and it'll be time for Puck Drop. Here on Mixler.com. Don't forget tonight's broadcast brought to you by Labatt Blue, Labatt Blue Light, excuse me. Life is better with Labatt.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Elmira Enforcers hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, and hello and welcome back here live as the Enforcers get set to take on the Port Huron Prowlers. The Enforcers in their white and neon green will skate from left to right, and the Prowlers in the red with the candy-striped arms will skate from right to left. Again, goaltending matchup, Mighty Joe Young, Kirk Gutting matching up. Gutting, again, was the goaltender of record back on Wednesday night when the Prowlers fell 7-1. We'll see if he can improve on his effort here tonight. Of course, a big piece of that game, and the hot player to watch that night, not in attendance for this one in uniform. He will be seated in the crowd. As we take a look, it's going to be Shinkarik Ruiz and Steve Leonard, the former Port Huron Prowler, out there for the Enforcers. As we get set for puck drop, Leonard being called to the circle. Now we are set. Sticks are down, puck is down, and the Enforcers win the draw. Johnny Ruiz back to Bryce Martin. Passed across again. Glenn Patterson has possession, and he takes a long look up. Passed ahead for Ruiz. Breaking in. Johnny Ruiz has it chopped off his stick, sent back to the point. Big shot by Patterson over the top of the net. And Bryce Martin pinches in and shoves that down low. Shinkarik lets it go for Steve Leonard, who gets run into the boards. Leonard digging. He and Shinkarik both in there. Leonard comes away with it, sends it back to Patterson. Patterson keeps it, sends down low again. Steve Leonard has possession. He's harassed by Dalton Young. Kicked back through by Shinkarik. Back again as Patterson works it along the blue line. Still has possession, sending that one back down low. Back for Steve Leonard. Out front to Patterson, who can't control the pass. And Port Huron going to get a chance to get out of the zone. Back the other way to Yanni Liarkos. Liarkos across to the middle. And a big hit there by Johnny Ruiz. It's picked up by Bryce Martin and brought back out the other way. Ruiz goes off for a change. Over to Shinkarik. Shinkarik cutting through. Fires. Shot is saved. And chopped away. Bryce Martin trying to get his stick loose. This puck comes all the way back to center ice for Alexis Girard. He's back in the lineup tonight. Girard crosses the blue line. Cuts in right through the slot. Fires. Goal! Alexis Girard! And that is another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Alexis Girard gets his 4th of the season. So Alexis Girard with a beauty as the Enforcers go up 1-0 just a minute 6 into this one. Well, back in the lineup and showing why as Girard makes an impact right away. Face-off down, Port Huron has possession. Johnson flips it towards Joe Young. That goes back behind the net, and Girard will slap it across. Moving it along for Brandon Tucker, who flips it over to Mitch Atkins, trying to find Tyler Jurich. Jurich can't get it to settle down. It's moved back the other way. Battled again as Joe Devaney has possession. Devaney back behind the net, finds JT Walters, but he loses possession now as it's moved back along by Portillo. Picked up by Tucker and flipped out, and now Jurich racing after it. Tyler Jurich in all alone, wait, shot, and it's off the blocker. Mitch Atkins unable to get a stick on it as this puck comes back out. The Enforcers trying to jump on the Prowlers quick. Gonna have to do that all game long as they're only 1 minute and 1 minute and change into the period here. As this puck kicked back into the defensive zone, Prowlers were offside as Portillo was caught deep. Moving out is JT Walters. He gets around, passing ahead to Jurich. Jurich cutting through, keeps the puck with him, backhander as he tried to send that towards the front. It's broken up and Port Huron starts back out the other way. Vartiainen has it taken away by Gino Mini, the Michigan native. Mini ahead, loses it to Dalton J. Broken up here as the Prowlers trying to get it out of their zone. They will, but right back onto the stick of Gino Mini. Mini ahead, up to Essery, but it gets by him, and again it'll be turned around by Port Huron. Trying to move it is Matt Graham. Gets it up to Vartiainen. Matt Graham was sang a beautiful rendition of the anthem before the game. Shot saved by Joe Young on Dalton J. So, big stop there on the first shot of the game for Port Huron. A little bit of jaw-jacking here down in the corner. A little surprising. You don't see Dalton J get too physical very often. More of a finesse player. But the Enforcers, again, a 1-0 lead, 17:33 to go here in period number 1. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here live as we make that correction as well. My apologies. So the Enforcers do have the 1-0 lead. Shinkarik ready to take the draw. Push back. Bryce Martin has it. Martin moving it around. Sends it ahead. Puck sent up for Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz passing across, looking for Shinkarik. It's chopped into the corner as it's moved back out the other way. Kostyakov with a smart stick there. He has been effective in these first couple games. Puck moved back around. Trying to play it. Johnny Ruiz gets it to the line, but not out. Now he will get it out up to Steve Leonard. Shinkarik into the zone, trying to get around Parsons. Shinkarik pinned to the board. Steve Leonard has it, throws it towards the middle, but it's broken up once again. Johnny Ruiz back behind the net. Ruiz drops it back behind, looking for Steve Leonard. Leonard pinned to the boards momentarily. He moves it back down lower. Shinkarik let it go, but Parsons steps in, and he's battling. Johnny Ruiz taking a couple of rough hits there down in the corner as the puck skitters back to center ice. Carter Shinkarik has it, looking. He decides to bring it in himself right into the slot, but it's poke-checked away, and out the other way comes Dave Nippert. Nippert back to his defense, trying to get it set. Port Huron off the boards, picking it up now. Brandon Tucker, he gets it into the zone, but it's immediately turned back out. Too many Prowlers. In comes Thomas Municello. Municello feeling the pressure from the captain as he drops a pass off, deflected out towards the front, picked off, and now Mitch Atkins trying to get it out and cannot. Tyler Jurich deflecting it. Back to Glenn Patterson. This one will get out and all the way down. This one will go for icing. 16-11 to go in period number 1, a 1-0 Enforcers lead. So Elmira having a big impact here so far as the puck comes all the way back down. So, puck to be dropped to the left-hand side of Mighty Joe Young. Puck is down. Atkins trying to kick it back. He has some trouble. The goal scorer so far now, Alexi Girard, was in there battling for it. Puck is moved along to Brandon Tucker. Tucker trying to take it wide, but is poke-checked away from him. All the way back to the other Leonard brother as this one's poke-checked through by Tyler Jurich. Back to, once again, a shot, that time coming from Alexi Girard as the puck gets back to center ice. JT Walters finds Girard. Back out, Tucker breaking in. Tucker sidesteps 1-2 checks and throws it down in deep. Again, the puck is down to the side of the net. Trying to get there was Mitch Atkins, just unsuccessful. Dalton Young throws it ahead for Thomas Municello. Municello was a goal scorer yesterday in the 8-6 loss to Elmira as the puck is worked back down low. Wrapping it around the boards for Brandon Tucker. He's taking his time, sends back to Girard, who passes back behind for JT Walters. Walters flips it ahead, out of the zone. Brandon Tucker trying to get on his horse. He will beat out the icing, but nobody there to help him out. Mitch Atkins coming in late. He throws it towards the front, but nobody there. Back out to the point. Picking it up, Ethan Bush Anderson fires in a glove save by Kirk Gutting. So Bush Anderson, again, new to the team as he came over. He's a loan from Danbury. He had started the season down in Carolina, played just 4 games before being sent back to Danbury. But he will play a big part down the stretch and hopefully will be a part of the playoff roster. Has to get to those 8 games to get into the playoff roster, however. Puck is worked back along. Michael Moran trying to set it up. Finds Alex Johnson. Fired ahead off a knee pad, however. As Taylor Cutting out there, his second day in a row. He got into a scrap yesterday that somehow, despite winning, seemed to inspire the Port Huron Prowlers. Back the other way. Here comes the Prowlers. Shot saved by Mighty Joe Young as the puck is moved back across. Going back for it, Gino Mini, the Michigan native, flips that one ahead. Trying to move it along was Mark Esser. He gets it to center ice for Taylor Cutting, who moves it to Peavy. Peavy thought he had a stick around his midsection there as he's pinned to the boards and taken down by Dustin Henning. Penalty is upcoming. Pointing, hooking is the call. I think this is going against Port Huron as Peavy heads to the bench. It does look like Alex Johnson going to take the seat. So the Enforcers going to have a power play for the first time here tonight. This is going to be brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, who reminds you that court is serious business. So the Enforcers trying to get a job done here as they go to the power play. Puck is won back over to Alexi Girard, the goal scorer so far. Over to Steve Leonard. Leonard pushes it towards the boards, but it's moved out. Back the other way comes Dalton Jay. He leads the Prowlers in shorthanded goals. A shot up and over the top of the net. That one bounces around out to Mark Essery back at center ice. Essery has it, fires over to Carter Shinkarik. Shinkarik, top of the circle, fires blockered away as that one was waffle boarded into the stands. So an offensive zone faceoff for the Elmira Enforcers. Another opportunity here for Elmira as they come down. A 6-2 shot on goal lead, a 1-0 lead where it counts, and 14:06 to go here in period number 1. Want to thank everybody once again for tuning in here live on YouTube as the puck is won back. Trying to swat it down, Johnny Ruiz. He turns away from Dalton Jay as this one shoved down deeper again. Ruiz fires and a save by Kirk Gutting. No second chances so far for Gutting. That's one of the problems he had the other night on Wednesday night. He was giving up a lot of rebounds, and the Enforcers clearly seem to remember that. See if they're able to turn it on here. Face off to the right-hand side of Gutting. Shinkarik set to take the draw again as the Prowlers trying to make sure that the face-off is fair. Face-off is won back. Johnny Ruiz has it. He waits, fires that one down towards the boards. It's bounced around and all the way out as Alexis Girard returns to center ice to play that one. Girard ahead to Ruiz. Ruiz loses possession back the other way. A shot blockered away. Another waffle board save for Mighty Joe Young. Steve Leonard back again. Girard trying to get it set up. They're going to make a line change here quickly. Last 13 and a half of the first period. A minute to go in the power play. Sent up to Mitch Atkins. Atkins has Tucker ahead of him, but it's going to take it all the way himself. Atkins turning back around the blue line. He's trying to send it down lower. Trouble handling it. It's going to roll all the way back to Mighty Joe. Back again. Fired up by Matthews as Atkins tips it in, so no icing. Matt Graham up the boards now. Kept by Kyler Matthews, but he passes it across and can't keep the zone that time. Less than 40 seconds to go as Patterson spun off. Back to Yanni Liarkos. Liarkos with it. Pinned to the boards. Patterson using his girth to get through. Throws it ahead to Kyler Matthews. Matthews up to Brandon Tucker. Tucker and Matthews enter the zone. Drop back for Mitch Atkins. Fires it through, and Kirk Gutting with a save through an absolute ton of traffic. Gutting with the eagle eye. As Kyler Matthews looking here. He was ready to go. Matt Graham not as ready. So, interesting after the whistle there, but again, face-off going to come back here to the left-hand side of Gutting. Enforcers looking to make a change as Shinkarik, Leonard, and Ruiz come back out. As they're going to leave Jurich out there as well. And Patterson's coming out as well. Enforcers are short a man here. Patterson's going to stay out with 19 seconds to go on the man advantage. So Jurich and Patterson on the backside. You usually see Patterson up top as it's won by Yanni Liarkos and moved out the other way. Last 13 seconds of the man advantage. Sent back by Port Huron as they try to kill clock as they're down to the last 10 seconds. Carter Shinkarik chasing down Parsons. Sent back behind. Shinkarik will scoop that one up. Looking towards the front. It's picked off as Leonard tosses in the slot. Shot. Oh, no. Too many passes again. We saw it last night a couple of times, and the Enforcers just passing the puck rather than shooting it. As once again, Johnny Ruiz wasn't expecting it, and now Michael Moran back the other way. Moves it along for Joe Devaney. Down to Moran. Moran below the goal line as he's roughed off by Patterson. In there to dig for it is, once again, Bryce Martin. Trying to move it back along. It's right towards Joe Young, and he'll jump on top of it with Joe Devaney right there. 12:01 to go. The Enforcers 0 for 1 on the power play. But you can't say they didn't have opportunities. So, face-off coming here to the right-hand side of Joe Young as he's having a conversation with the official. Not sure what that's in regards to. But again, puck ready to be dropped. Atkins to take the draw. He beats Moran on that one, and Gino Mini will go back to play. Mini fires it up to Tyler Jurich. Jurich trying to flip it ahead, having some trouble as that puck sent right back down below the goal line. Ethan Bush Anderson stops to pick it up. He's rubbed off the puck. And now Atkins trying to turn it back around. Atkins circling the net as he fires it up to Tyler Jurich. Jurich with a pass through. Deflects that one off Tucker, who's trying to get around Henning. He will. Tucker has possession. Towards the front, looking for Atkins. Can't get it to him. Now it's to Gino Mini, who flubs on that shot. Out the other way comes Portillo. Portillo breaking into the zone, trying to get around his man, Bush Anderson. Bush Anderson keeps him to the outside. A shot bounces off wide and off of Joe Young that time, and it's in the back of the net. Not sure how it ended up there, but the Enforcers going to be tied up here. So the goal looks like it's going to be Matt Graham's. As that puck bounced up in the air, Joe Young just lost sight of it. And it's a 1-all hockey game. Try to catch the replay here. as the shot came off, bounced wide, bounces off of Joe Young, is flipped ahead and somehow gets by him. And again, here comes Elmira. They got to find a way to get things going. Have not seen much offense since the Alexis Girard goal. As the puck's bounced around, Dalton Young sends it back ahead. All the way down, as that one will be touched for icing by Girard. And the Enforcers get themselves an offensive zone faceoff. Peavy out there with Essery. And Kyler Matthews, who's playing offense here on a rare night. Usually plays defensively. As JT Walters and Alexis Girard on the backside. Puck is down, one back, fired towards the net, and it's over the top of it. Nice shot by Girard, who's clearly got a little bit of confidence after scoring early in this one. Thrown towards the front of the net, chopped away by JT Walters. Mark Essery picks it up, moves it up the boards, right back to Leonard, fired, and it goes just wide. Kyler Matthews trying to chase after it. He gets it out of the zone, right onto the stick of Dalton Young, who flips that back ahead, and that goes all the way down. Pushing and shoving along the sideboards as the Enforcers trying to get free. Matthews got a shot there as back the other way comes Girard. Cutting through towards the slot, fires, and it bounces around. Another shot, and it goes just wide. Mark Essery with an excellent opportunity. Peavy shoves it down low for Essery. Trying to move it back. He was looking for Peavy, but Peavy had been shoved out of the zone. Leonard moves it ahead to Young. Young all the way down. Dalton Young drove that one as Patterson now with a stretch pass. Knocked down there by Steve Leonard. No icing as Leonard shoves his former teammate into the boards. And again, the puck moved along. Trying to keep it, Johnny Ruiz. Steve Leonard trying to move it along. He and Ruiz both digging for it. Puck finally comes loose to Parsons, wraps it around the board. Chasing after it now, Thomas Municello, broken up by Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz turning, looking for someone, passes back to Patterson, winds, fires, and that one's blockered aside easily. Right back again, Yanni Liarkos has it. Liarkos moving it ahead in offsides, and no doubt on that one, as that puck was flipped out of play. Liarkos clearly frustrated at the call. But I believe that's going to take us to the media timeout. We'll wait for the... Nope, still haven't heard the buzzer. Well, the referee, I think, has signaled media timeout. So we're going to step aside for 30 seconds and be right back here on Mixler.com.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, and it's 90s dance party up here in the McMorran Arena. Everybody dance now. Grooving up here in the booth a little bit. It's a 1-1 tie, 9:45 to go in the first period of play. The Elmira Enforcers looking to capitalize on some of those chances. They're out shooting the Prowlers 10-5. Kurt Gutting looking a little more steady down there in his own net. Hasn't given up the rebounds you've seen in the past appearances. Joe Young, the only goal he's given up was a bit of a weird one. We'll see how he responds here. Again, 10 shots to 5 in favor of Elmira. Shinkarik lining up as the puck is down. Move back along. Played over to Leonard. Leonard dumps that one wide of the net. Joe Young didn't even have to move. As now Patterson taking his time. Everyone is offside, so the Enforcers get a free clear here as Shinkarik breaks his way out. Shinkarik breaking in. Tried to throw it through the legs. Back over to Leonard. Over to Shinkarik. Shinkarik has it tied up in his skates. Trying to push it back through. Now Leonard comes through, and Shinkarik still battling for it down low. Shinkarik held off as this puck flipped back out of the zone and all the way down. Glenn Patterson trying to get there, and he will beat it before the red line. Patterson flips it up ahead to Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz ahead again to Leonard. Passed up to Shinkarik. Shinkarik has Martin wide. Passes to him. Martin shot, and it's up and about 15 rows into the stands. Not where he wanted that one to go. 11-5 the shots on goal. 9:05 to go here in period number 1 as it's 1-1. And again, the Enforcers with an offensive zone faceoff. The team in the white and neon green trying to find themselves a way to get back ahead and in control of this one. Puck is down. Atkins having some trouble as he's tied up immediately. Moved back along by Joe Devaney. Devaney back behind the net. Trying to work it along. It's tipped there at the blue line, but does manage to get it out. Back in is Joe Devaney, shoved off by Bush Anderson. Devaney still manages to keep the puck. Bush Anderson now coming away with it and wrapping it around the boards, looking towards Tyler Jurich. Jurich chops it past Parsons, gets it out, but right onto the stick of Portillo, and he finds Kostyukov down the other end. Right back around. Parsons has it. Trying to deflect it away. That puck is pushed aside, out towards the front, shot, and it's tipped over the top. Tyler Jurich with a beauty of a shot again, and I said it in the pregame, he has been hot. Back out the other way. It's poke checked ahead into the zone. Elmira having some trouble with control here as Gino Mini picks it up. I've always said it, the media timeout has not always been friendly to the enforcers. Started to be last weekend, so we'll see if they can turn it around here. Back to Tucker as this cowbell going off to my right-hand side is really ringing in my ears. Right back the other way. Here comes Matt Graham cutting through, firing. Graham has the goal here tonight for Port Huron so far as it's knocked down by Tucker. Tucker trying to get there, but Parsons will beat him out. Kept in the zone by Jurich, but again, trouble with control. Deflected up in the air. Tucker still has it. Can't control it as it's moved back ahead. Vartiainen pushed it up for Dalton Jay. Jay wraps it around the boards. Going back for it, Alexi Girard. It's tied up in the skates now. I don't think either player knew where it was until somebody else came in. Now Vartiainen battling for it. Throws it towards the front. It's deflected out and out of the zone. Going back for it, Joe Pace, and the enforcers looking to make a line change. Cutting and Joe Pace, they got into it last night. Back ahead again and off. Actually, is it icing or is it offside? They're pointing down the other end of the ice. It must be an icing call. I wasn't sure if he'd gotten the red line or not, but apparently not. So enforcers get an offensive zone face-off again. They've had a few of them here tonight. Just need to do something here. So, puck is back, wrapped around by Kyler Matthews. Joe Pace Jr. going to go back to play that one as he throws that one ahead. He and Ahmed Mahfouz, the two player head coaches in this league right now, as the puck is dumped back in. Johnson has that one deflected, kept at the blue line, but unfortunately right back out. Here comes Dalton Jay into the zone, trying to cut through. It's poke checked away to Vartiainen. Vartiainen fires, saved by mighty Joe Young. Off the boards by Kyler Matthews, back out to center ice. Getting away is Taylor Cutting, coming in, shot and a save, and that's going to be touched up. Cutting run into the boards by Joe Pace. Waiting to see if this is a penalty. It's a shot! They call it a penalty shot. Taylor Cutting is going to get a penalty shot against Gutting. So, let's see how this goes. As Taylor Cutting going to take the shot. Everybody's milling around. I'm not sure why there's anything. It looks like Tyler Jurich is out there to take the shot. I thought Cutting was the one to take this shot, but they're pointing to Cutting. Cutting was the one that was penalized, so Jurich will go back to the bench. Now here comes Cutting. So Taylor Cutting to take this shot. I was pretty sure that was how that was going to go. It'd be nice to put Jurich out there for it, but all right. Here comes Cutting as he gets a free ton of ice. Here comes Taylor Cutting breaking in over the blue line. One-on-one with Cutting. Shot and wide of the net. So no goal on that one. The enforcers will get an offensive zone face-off. So the penalty shot does not go their way. You don't see it very often as Cutting having a conversation with somebody on the bench. Would have liked to see that at least hit the net, but, hey, penalty shots are always exciting anyway. So face-off to the left-hand side of Kurt Gutting. As you see Shinkarik back out there again with Ruiz, Leonard, Martin, and Patterson on the backside. Waiting for the puck to be dropped. Shinkarik going to lose this one, but Steve Leonard gets there, knocks it around to Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz can't control again. I don't know what is going on, but the enforcer's having some trouble with puck control. Back out the other way for Sean Leonard. Drop pass here from Municello. Poke checked away from him, but he gets right back on it at the blue line. Municello into the slot. Poke checked out again. A shot and in the back of the net. Thomas Municello makes it 2-1 Port Huron. Not at all what the enforcers were looking for there as Joe Young clearly frustrated. But Thomas Municello, the one-time Elmira enforcer, will get credit for that one. So, 6:37 to go. The Enforcers still out shooting the Port Huron Prowlers 13-7. And now they need a response shift. Back to Sean Leonard. Leonard looking up the ice, breaking in himself as he dumps that one around, and Joe Young will come out to play. Leaves it for Gino Mini. Mini trying to get through. Mini having some trouble as he can't get his stick free. Now he does, getting away for Yanni Liarkos. Gino Mini whiffs on that shot, and back the other way. Here comes Port Huron. Yanni Liarkos breaking in with Thomas Municello. Passed across again, looking, deflected in front, and a kick save, Joe Young. Trying to play it around. It's sent back towards the net. As again, Brandon Tucker trying to get free, but Thomas Municello has him tied up. Back to Dalton Young. Young breaking into the slot, waiting, shooting, and off of Joe Young's shoulder. Dalton Young sends it back behind the net. All the way back for Nippard. Nippard with some trouble with control now as Mitch Atkins gets it back behind his net. Atkins up the boards looking for Jurich. Jurich turns, trying to skate it up. Kostikov keeps it in the zone, and Gino Mini will wrap it around back for Jurich. Jurich deflects that out for Mitch Atkins. Atkins sidesteps, trying to get it along for Jurich, and he loses control. Right back again. Picked up by Ethan Bush Anderson for Brandon Tucker. Into the official's skate. Up to Gino Mini now. Mini fires that one towards the net, and Gutting has to turn it aside. Back again. Parsons breaking out of his zone. Parsons cutting through. Less than 5.5 to go. Poke checked ahead, but Tucker lost his balance, and Kostikov breaks it in the other way. Kostikov fires. Kick save, Joe Young. Puck moved back along. Picked off by JT Walters. Walters looking up ahead. Fires up to Tucker, who swats it back. Finding Peavy. Peavy into the zone. Shot and a glove save. And holding on to it, Kurt Gutting. 5:04 to go. So, Enforcers trailing 2-1 right now. Still out shooting the Prowlers 15-10. But again, you got to find a way to get the puck behind Gutting. Face off to the right-hand side of Kurt Gutting. Peavy out there with Matthews and Essery. Puck is down, one back. Essery sends it to the defense. Firing it is Girard. It's blocked down in front. Picking it off. Essery fires, and it's blocked away again. Turn the other way for Johnson. Off a skate. Kicked back ahead. And again, off to JT Walters. Walters, drop pass here for Girard. Girard sends ahead. Essery deflects that one in the zone, so no icing. Gutting comes out to play, wraps it around the boards to Peavy. Peavy tries to get a shot off, can't do so. Net is way off its moorings as Kyler Matthews was knocked into the net. So, Gutting has to go get his water bottle. And with 4:38 to go, the Enforcers trailing 2-1 here. Couple great chances for Elmira. But they're going to break that. No, they're going to say it wasn't shoved into the net, that he ran into it himself, and they'll bring the puck outside the zone. So this PV line, ready to go again. Puck is down, pushed back. Port Huron wins the draw, back to Johnson, finds it up to Vartiainen. Breaking in is Graham, pass over to Vartiainen, throws it towards the net, deflected shot, and a save, Joe Young. Coming up huge. Back to the point, Johnson fires over the top of the net. Back to the point again to Henning, winds, fires, kick save, Joe Young. Off the boards again. Blocked down by Essery. Essery trying to get it ahead. He and Vartiainen are tied up. That one flipped out of the zone now up to Henning, and Henning will take possession. Henning back in the zone, trying to push his way through. Henning back behind to Dalton Jay. Jay looking towards the front. Right out front shot and in the back of the net. Too easy for Johnson, and Joe Young having some trouble here in the first. That's going to be 3-1 in favor of Port Huron. And the Enforcers need a spark. As Johnny Ruiz breaks his stick there, coming off the ice surface. So, Atkins, Tucker, and Jurich right back out there. As, not sure what that was all about. Joe Pace having a conversation with Johnny Ruiz right in front of the bench. Port Huron up 3-1 with 4:03 to go here in period number 1. Puck is kicked back by Mitch Atkins as Bryce Martin has it passed across. Glenn Patterson back to Martin. Martin breaking up all the way himself, breaks it in the offensive side, drops for Jurich. Jurich dumps it down lower for Martin. Turned away, right out towards the slot, but no one was there in a white and neon green jersey. Back to Yanni Liarkos. Liarkos back in ahead, deflected wide, over to Municello. Municello back to the point, winding, firing, Leonard, save Joe Young. So 3:35 to go here in period number 1. Shots on goal still favoring Elmira, but the scoreboard that counts, Port Huron up 3-1. So the Enforcers looking for answers with 3:35 to go in the first period. They've had opportunities, including a penalty shot, as that one's won back to Liarcos. Played back to Leonard. Off of Leonard and down deep. Joe Young just saw that one blaze by him as that one went behind the net. Patterson flips it across, looking for Jurich. Jurich stops it. Jurich trying to get it along, sends back to Bryce Martin. Less than 3:20 to go in the first period. The Enforcers looking for a spark here to close out this period. Sent up for Jurich. It's poke checked away from him as now Sean Leonard enters the zone. Leonard can't control as this puck flipped ahead. And now out the other way, Tucker for Jurich. Jurich sends it ahead, looking for Tucker to break. As Tucker trying to chase it down. It's wrapped around the backside of the net. Jurich tries to send it out in front, but again, nobody was there. Right back out for Yanni Liarcos. Liarcos dumps that one in and it'll go for a line change as JT Walters goes back to play. Sent back across as the Gino Mini tries to move that back for JT Walters. And you see Mafus playing with the lines a little bit here. As now Walters up for Shinkarik, off the boards. Push back through and in goes Port Huron. Devaney with it, has that one poke checked away. Now Ruiz starting up the other side. He's got Leonard on the left side, breaking in himself instead. Drop pass from Gino Mini, who whiffs on the shot. And back the other way comes Port Huron. 2:20 to go in the first period. Devaney with it, cutting towards the slot, fires off the post. And again, Port Huron just narrowly missing. Sent back, Gino Mini battling. Now it's moved along by Steve Leonard. Sent back for Gino Mini, wrapped around the boards. Johnny Ruiz tips it, gets it out of the zone, and now Shinkarik chasing after it. Shinkarik moves it ahead, gets it in onside, unable to control as Kostyakov goes back. He's pressured there by Steve Leonard. And again, quick line changes for the Enforcers. Drop pass back by Portillo. Mark Essery trying to chase it down. Prowlers will come up with it, and now pushing and shoving. Matt Graham and Steve Leonard getting into it right in front of the bench. Leonard going after Graham. He takes Graham down, and Steve Leonard comes up big. Well, I said they needed a spark. As Graham and Leonard still having a chat here. Graham body slammed on WrestleMania weekend. Now Graham will head right for the room and spins his helmet. I don't know what that showboating was all about. You just got pinned, buddy. As 1:44 to go. As Steve Leonard, well, they're pointing up to the clock. I think each one's going to get a 5-minute major. Referee holds up 5 men aside. Again, I'm pretty sure this is each side going to get 5 minutes for fighting. Although the gloves did not come off. Never a dull moment. As once again, 1:44 to go. 3-1 in favor of Port Huron. But maybe Steve Leonard just got something sparked here, and we'll see what the Enforcers can do. So face off to the left-hand side of Gutting. As Mafus finishing up his conversation with the official, and now Peavy set to take the draw. He wins that one back. Bryce Martin steps up, breaking down the sideboards. That one's deflected and right back to where Bryce Martin should have been. That's picked off now, and Essery turns it around. Essery into the zone, fires off a leg pad. Back over to Peavy, who fires it down below. Essery couldn't stop it, and now Dalton J will pick it up. Dalton J up the boards, finds Glenn Patterson, who breaks in. Patterson towards the front, deflected in front for Essery, who can't get his stick on it. Sent back down low. Essery now picks up the puck. Essery kicking it along, trying to get it moved. Essery still pinned down low. Kyler Matthews gets in there. Matthews sends it back for Bryce Martin. Martin fires towards the net. It goes just wide. Last minute of this first period. Patterson has it taken off of his stick. Flipped ahead, out of the zone. Knocked down by Kyler Matthews. Sent back into the zone. And pushed ahead by Blake Peavy. Peavy in onside. No help. Sent back for Patterson. Patterson through the slot. Pope checks it through. Patterson still with it. Trying to send it down low. He's hidden by two Prowlers. As again, trying to get that puck towards the net, and they just can as it's cleared back out. Too many men as Port Huron just able to stifle this Enforcers attack. JT Walters goes back behind. Walters leaves that one there as Mitch Atkins starts out the other way. Breaking up the near side with Jurich. He dumps that one in. The Enforcers have to chase. Tucker going after it as he's harassed by Joe Pace. Sent back towards the point. Kept by Girard. Sent down low and bounces off a defender's skate. Out the other way comes Port Huron. Breaking back in. Pass back from Municello. He can't control, and it's poke checked away again, but Municello comes away with it. Again, it's loose. Thrown through the middle. Another shot goes wide and all the way out as Tyler Jurich trying to chase after it. He and Joe Pace getting into it. Flip back along. Last second of the period, as after one, the Prowlers going to take a 3-1 lead to the locker room, and Elmira's got some work to do here. Not going to be happy with that first period effort. As you see the Prowlers heading for the locker room. 17-14 here, the shots on goal in favor of Elmira. You like to see the shots, but Elmira's got to get something going offensively. Ever since that Alexi Girard goal, 3 unanswered from the Port Huron Prowlers. So we'll see the break here in just a second as the Enforcers make their way for the exit. And then when we come back, of course, we'll have the second period intermission report brought to you by Marion Decker Insurance. Marion Decker Insurance, covering what matters most. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com intermission report.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Another period of Enforcers action in the books down here with Mitch Atkins. Mitch, it's been a very successful game offensively for the last 2 nights for you guys. But here, the third and 3 games, going to be a little bit tougher, especially after a long bus trip. What do you guys have to do to come out with the W here tonight?
Yeah, I think we know our offense has been clicking lately. I think we gotta focus again on limiting their opportunities and keeping them to the outside. But on the offensive side of the game, we're finding some chemistry with our line mates. I think we're moving the puck well, getting a lot of high grade A opportunities, and if we continue to do that, I think we're going to be successful.
That being said, you, Tyler Jurich and Brandon Tucker really seem to click so far this year. Something just seems to be working. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think we've had some consistency together now, playing together for a few games, and once you find that consistency, we're really starting to gel. Tux is awesome on the forecheck, just turning over pucks, using his speed. I'm usually the second guy in, collecting them and trying to find G, to utilize his excellent shot. So we've definitely found some chemistry and look forward to bringing that into this game and into the playoffs as well.
I was just going to say you've had a few points over the last couple nights as well, getting pucks out in front of the net, getting things going. Do you guys see that as kind of another stepping stone, keeping things going here in the later part of this season?
Yeah. As a line, as a group, we felt through the Columbus weekend we were getting tons of opportunities there that weren't, just weren't going in. We had the grade A opportunities to score, and felt like, over the past, few weeks that we should have been scoring more than, we had based on the opportunities, and they're starting to go in, and that's the sign of just being consistent, sticking with it, and trusting that it's going to work out, and we've done that, and it's paid off dividends for us.
Well, looking at that too, obviously the power play penalty kill has been severely limited as of late. The penalty kill's gotten a few opportunities, but the power play, you guys haven't seen as much time, especially over these last 2 games. Knowing that usually does even out throughout the course of a series, and especially in a 4-game series, what did you guys have to do to stay ready to go on the power play unit?
Yeah, I think with power play, I think when you're not getting a ton of reps, to simplify, make sure that we're bringing everyone back into our zone and coming out together. I think when we're supporting the puck, I think we're at our best. So making sure that we're always around the puck, when we're getting it to the net, getting in, recollecting it, that we're at our best. So I think we all, as a unit, we played some time together now, so we know where we're going to be. Just a matter of making sure that we're competing out there and outworking those 4 guys with our 5.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to it. We'll be back here on the Mixer.com Intermission Report. Hello and welcome back in here to the First Arena. I want to thank everybody so much for taking time out of your day and watching this broadcast here tonight. We could not do it without all of our amazing sponsors, and without them, we wouldn't have hockey here back, a chance at the Ignite Cup. And I'll tell you what, it's been a strong and crazy year for the Elmira Enforcers. None of that would be possible without our great sponsors. So once again, it's time for my favorite part of the broadcast. A huge thank you to a chiropractic center, Arca Chemung, Arca Steuben, Arnett Health, Benedict's Bus Service, Big Fox, Boulay, Buckley's Automotive, Bully Hill, CC Allison Sons, Charlotte Law Firm, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Community Foundation, Corral Brands, Crystal Cleaners, Dandy Mini Marts, Davis Ulmer, Dean's Construction, Deluxe Entertainment, Disaster Restoration Recovery, Dr. Dozak, Duncan, Elcor, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Employment Solutions, Fagan Engineers, Farrell Gas, First Transit, Foster's, GLN, Tax and Payroll, Hardin Shink, Hilliard, Holiday Inn, IBEW 1309, IBM, Ingersoll Rand, Jubilee Foods, Kennedy Valve, the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, McGuire Family of Dealerships, Marion Decker, Minchin DDS Family Dentistry, New Britain Roofing, New York National Guard, Nucor, Open MRI, Papa John's, Pepsi, Ryan's Distributing, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, ServPro, Sheddens, Sherwin-Williams, Simmons Energy, Silverline Construction, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, SUNY Corning, Swan Morris, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, Treeworks, Vasco Brands, Visions FCU, Ward Manufacturing, Wegmans, Weiss Markets, WETM, Wilkins RV, Williams Auto Group, and Zipflaw. A huge thank you to every single one of you. Without you, it wouldn't be possible for us to have hockey back here at First Arena or for the Enforcers to be chasing down the Ignite Cup. We'll be back on the Intermission Report after this.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Elmira Enforcers Hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
Hello and welcome back into the McMorran Arena. My name is John Clement, and now it's time to take a look around the league. And ladies and gentlemen, after one period of play, the Columbus River Dragons have a 3-0 lead over the Carolina Thunderbirds, who are trying to stop each side actually is trying to stop a 2-game losing streak. Carolina lost 2 to Elmira last weekend. Columbus lost 2 to Port Huron last weekend. So a huge game down there in Columbus, Georgia tonight. And right now the River Dragons have the 3-0 advantage. Of course, a lot of time left, still 40 minutes to go. And I said it already there in the first period. The Enforcers also trailing 3-1. A lot of time left to go. Joe Young looked a little frustrated at the end of the period, giving up 3 goals on 14 shots. I'm sure he's going to get himself back together, regrouped, and come back out strong in period number 2. And again, he's been doing really well with limited appearances. Really had one start to get those 3 wins to kick off his return here to Elmira. But, he came in and made a big impact in the third period of a couple of Dylan Kelly starts. And that's how he got himself a couple of W's. So we're sure he'll be here and ready to go for period number 2, the period of the long change. Want to remind everybody as well, don't let your chronic aches and pains keep you down. Jay Schultz Massage offers both sports and medical massage to get you back on your feet. From cupping to joint mobility and movement, Jay Schultz Massage can get you moving again. Located at 100 North Main Street, Suite 407 in Elmira, across from the First Arena. Call or text Jess at 607-259-3660. Jay Schultz Massage, keeping your Elmira Enforcers moving on and off the ice. Also want to remind you that we will have those gift cards to give out as well for the Duncan Tweet Your Seats, and that's right, at Elmira Enforcers, hashtag Duncan Seats. We want to see where you're watching tonight's game, and I'll tell you what, we've had some great entrants, but now we're on the road and we're still giving away gift cards. That's right, get yourself $20 to Duncan. Just tweet at Elmira Enforcers, hashtag Duncan Seats, and show us where you're watching the game here tonight. And, of course, I'm glad you're all joining me here on the YouTube feed. I thought Port Huron was going to have a stream, but it turns out they did not. Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. Everything looks like it's been working very well, and hopefully we'll keep that going here. And hopefully the Enforcers will find their on button and get things going as well as they count down to period number 2. Elmira, of course, coming in off 2 big wins. You never want to give them an excuse. You don't want to talk bus legs. You don't want to get into any of that, but in all honesty, hopefully that first period was all about bus legs, and now they'll shake that off, find some puck control, because that really seemed to be where it was lacking in period number 1, and find their way back into this game. They are trailing by 2 goals, but they still have the shot advantage, 17-14, so they've got to get themselves going here. And again, the period of the long change, never been an easy one for the Elmira Enforcers. They'll skate right to left in their white with the neon green. The Port Huron Prowlers in their red with the candy-striped arms will skate left to right. Of course, Kurt Gutting gave up a goal pretty early, as once again, Alexis Girard coming up absolutely huge there, scoring his 4th of the season before those 3 unanswered goals. And, Joe, I'm sure, would love to have a couple of those back. The one fluky goal there that really got away from him. And then, of course, the other 2 were just, one was right dead in the slot, nothing he could do about that one. But the second one, again, just some poor play by the Elmira Enforcers defense, and you heard it in Coach's Corner. Ahmed Mahfouz wants the Enforcers to be stronger defensively, and right now they're playing a Port Huron team who's on the edge of the outside of the playoffs. Not a great opportunity, but they do have a chance to get in. Everyone's still very much alive right now, and Elmira certainly needs to find their way to the postseason. Some people have said it'll take 4 wins, and, if you get all 4 of those against Port Huron, that helps. And then, of course, a big weekend next weekend against Carolina. And I want to remind everybody as well, tickets are on sale now. Also, tickets are available for the frontline workers. We've had an amazing amount of sponsors come out. And, again, I really can't thank all the sponsors enough. I just found out IBM has jumped on. I've figured everything else out here, as again, everything went really, really well with all these sponsors coming on board. As I said, IBM, Jay Schultz Massage was in there. Scrolling back here through our Facebook page to get all the sponsors, as they have just continued to roll in over the week. Tom South Corning Collision was in there. Just in Time Roofing and Gutters. The Way Center out there in Elmira Heights. Hilliard, Chemung Supply. Just absolutely amazing that all these people have come out and helped us out to get tickets for frontline workers. So if you have your vaccination card fully filled out, or you have gotten a PCR test or you can get a rapid test the day of the game. But the PCR test will cover you for 72 hours. That's the one you want to go out and get some point before Wednesday or Thursday this week. That'll cover you for all 3 Enforcers games next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure you go out, get that test. Again, if you're a frontline worker, bring down proof of identification, whether you're a veteran, an EMT, a nurse, a doctor, a teacher. Teacher is very important, and we can't thank you guys enough for what you have done during this COVID year. Just absolutely amazing work. And I don't want to miss anybody. Firefighters, again, I mentioned veterans, police officers, just anybody who was a frontline worker there. We want you to come down and enjoy a game. We are limited capacity, but we'd love to see some fans back in attendance at First Arena, a chance to watch a hockey game against the Carolina Thunderbirds, and you know those are never dull. So make sure you come on down and check that out. So once again, thank you so much to all those amazing sponsors who helped out with that. We're going to take our last break of the first period intermission. When we come back, it's time for Puck Drop. Second period will be underway. The Enforcers in the period of the long change looking to get back even.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
Hello and welcome back in here live to the McMorran Arena as the Elmira Enforcers take to the ice. Mighty Joe Young back out here to start the second period in the white with the neon green. He takes his spot down to my right-hand side as they killed the chicken dance. Oh, that's not fun. All right, well, the Enforcers making their way out and, of course, looking for a response period. It has gotten very quiet in here now. They killed the chicken dance, and now we're just quiet. All right, there's some music as here we go, ready to go. The Port Huron Prowlers making their way out, led by Kurt Gutting in those Marc-Andre Fleury-esque bright yellow pads. As once again, Elmira with some work to do, down 3-1. And we are moving into the start of the second period now. So, want to thank everybody for tuning in live on YouTube, and I hope you're enjoying the coverage here. As 20 minutes is up on the boards, you see the players have returned to the penalty box area. Steve Leonard and Matt Graham, still with some time to serve. So now we talked about juggling lines. We'll see what Coach Ahmed Mahfouz does here. It looks like Mark Essery going to jump on that top line with Johnny Ruiz, Bryce Martin, Carter Shinkarik, and Glenn Patterson. On the other side, Port Huron getting ready to go here. Once again, before this period kicks off, want to give our best and get well soon to the 3 off-ice officials for the Port Huron Prowlers, unable to be here for their final weekend. We certainly hope they're recovering well and getting through that deadly, deadly disease. So we hope you're doing very, very well. And, of course, everybody down in Elmira wishing you well and a speedy recovery. So here we go. Period number 2. Shinkarik and Nippert. As the enforcers are up on the bench, sticks raised, banging them off the boards. Still those 5 minutes left to go. I don't know what they're pointing to here at center ice. Nippert appears upset with something. I don't know if the ice is wet. It looks a little wet from up here. I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube feed. It is pretty shiny. Nippert made a circling motion, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he's talking about the wet part right in front of the enforcer's bench, although he was pointing right there at center ice. Or maybe Nippert's getting ready for a summer job as an umpire. He's calling home runs. I'm not sure, but you never know. Summer is quickly coming upon us. Don't forget, Elmira Pioneers tickets available, just $99. Getting you a season ticket. Because now they get everybody over the boards, and now 5-on-5 hockey can resume. The Prowlers win the draw, and it's one back once again, trying to get things going over to Dalton Young. Young tries to put it through Johnny Ruiz, but can't. That puck is sent right back in, and Sean Leonard will have to play. Sean Leonard looking up ice. Trying to get it ahead. He will get it out of the zone, but the enforcers get it right back in, and it's dumped back in and around. Johnny Ruiz chasing. He's got no help, as that has been the case quite a bit here early on. Puck pushed back through, poked by Mark Essery and taken away, but right back onto the stick of Nippert, who wraps that one around the boards, and back for it, Glenn Patterson. Patterson back around the boards for his partner, Bryce Martin. Sent ahead, Mark Essery will knock it down. Flipped ahead, and that goes all the way down. Johnny Ruiz gets in onside. He loses possession of the puck. It's slapped back, and again, Carter Shinkarik comes up with it. Flips it into the corner, but there's nobody there. The enforcers with a quick line change. Prowlers had Municello, but decided to take it slower. Sent ahead, Jurich flips that one out of the zone, and that's going to be a penalty for delay of game. So the enforcers will go to their first penalty kill of the game, just a minute into the second period. As it'll be a Labatt Blue penalty kill. Labatt Blue reminding you not to get boxed by drinking responsibly. Life is better with Labatt. So again, the enforcers coming out. And this will be the first time that the penalty kill has been tested. Again, the penalty kill this season has been very, very good, 82.6%, as the Prowlers' power play just 13.9%. Puck is dropped, trying to push it back through. It's picked up by Devaney. He wraps it around the boards for Dalton J, who lets it go all the way back, and now Dalton J has possession. So the Prowlers get it set up. Passed across. Johnson with it. Johnson looking, decides to go back to Dalton J, top of the circle, back down low below the goal line now as Devaney tries to set it up. Devaney circling back. Pass down and long again. Thrown in front, broken up, and the enforcer's unable to get it cleared as that one's moved back along. Devaney back below the goal line for Dalton J. J looking out towards the front. That one's deflected through and back towards the blue line and out of the zone. Enforcers get lucky on that one as Kostikov couldn't keep the zone. Igor Kostikov sending that one ahead. Up for Dalton J. Moved ahead to Devaney. Poke checked right back to center ice. Now the enforcers get it ahead. Breaking ahead is Carter Shinkarik, breaking in all alone, firing over the top of the net. He knocks that one back down. 4 foot by 6, not 6 by 4, as the other way it comes, Joe Devaney. Devaney throws it towards the front, kicked aside by mighty Joe Young. As again, the puck moved back down low. Dalton J. circling, top of the slot, fires that one right into Shinkarik, and he gets it out of the zone. Shinkarik applying pressure as Jay had to flip it away really quickly. Right back for Yanni Liarkos. Liarkos with possession. First minute and 15 has been killed. Back the other way comes Liarkos. Poke checked back ahead as Tucker able to get that one going. He goes for a line change. Essery going to jump over the boards. Glenn Patterson trying to chase it down. He has that one taken away from him, as now Nippard tries to move it along. Mark Essery is in there. He pushes it ahead. Essery still battling. Down again. Shot. And up and into the netting. Apparently everyone thinks the net is bigger than it is, because that's the second straight time it's been up into the netting. So, Tyler Jurich's delay of game penalty, still 26 seconds left on that. 17:26 to go in period number 2, as the Elmira Enforcers trying to kill this off and earn themselves some momentum. They need to get the puck back down the other end of the ice. They're trailing by 2 goals. Shots on goal, the Enforcers have only allowed 1 so far here in the period, as that's sent back. Young passes it down low. Again to Liarkos. Fired. Save, Joe Young. Joe comes up big on that one. So still 15 seconds to kill for the Enforcers. Need to win a draw here. Face off to the right-hand side of Joe Young. Ahmed Mahfouz trying to get the attention of Tyler Jurich. As the puck won back, moved into the corner. Gino Mini slaps it towards the blue line, but not out. Sent back down low. Passed across to Municello. Back up top to Sean Leonard. Off of the pant leg of Blake Peavy, and that'll do it for the penalty. Tyler Jurich is free. Back ahead, up to Nippard. Nippard puts it on Municello's stick. Municello gets shoved off as Bryce Martin put the body on him. Mark Essery trying to shove it ahead. They send it up. Tyler Jurich would have been sprung free, but they couldn't quite find him. That puck rides the rails. Back to Tyler Jurich. Jurich into the slot for Tucker. Right back through to Jurich. A backhander. Puck still loose. Can't get it to go. Peavy lost possession. And Municello back the other way, 2-on-1. Sent back ahead. Breaking in. Shot in the back of the net. Yanni Liarkos. Port Huron makes it a 4-1 game now, as the combatants from the first period will be released from the penalty box as well. And now the Enforcers, trailing by 3 goals, have to find the gas pedal. 16:32 to go in period number 2. As that puck moved back ahead, Mitch Atkins trying to battle his way through. As a penalty upcoming. No, Mitch Atkins is going to get the call here. Breaking for the bench is Gutting. Flip back ahead, and Joe Young will play. That will have that one blown dead. And the Enforcers, Mitch Atkins, high sticking the call. So Atkins going to go to the penalty box, and once again, a Labatt Blue penalty kill. Labatt Blue reminding you not to get boxed by drinking responsibly. Life is better with Labatt. 16 minutes, 18 seconds to go in period 2, and the Enforcers with another kill to take care of here. As Elmira still got to find some answers. They got to put pucks on Gutting. They're still out shooting Port Huron 19-16 based on the shots on goal chart. As that's one back. Johnson passing it along. Dalton J tied up along the sideboards. Flip back towards the blue line, but not out again. Johnson over to Dalton Young. Young fires, and that one's deflected up and into the netting. So not the way the Enforcers wanted to start this second period, as they now have 4 unanswered goals against them. Port Huron has come on strong. So face off back to the left-hand side of Joe Young. Matt Graham to take the draw against Shinkarik. Puck is down, 1 back, Dalton Young. Taking it along the blue line, he passes across, fed back for Dalton J. He couldn't settle it down. Back behind the net for Matt Graham. Graham looking around, passes out to Johnson, who waits, sends it down to the side, can't get the shot off, and JT Walters will wrap it all the way around the boards and get it 200 feet. Brandon Tucker trying to chase it back down. Tucker's on his man, chops that puck away, comes away with it now, as Tucker has it taken away from him. 2 Prowlers right there on him, as that puck sent back into the Prowlers zone, off of Matt Graham's skate, poke checked ahead by Peavy, but he couldn't control. Puck back into the zone. Port Huron trying to control. A little bit of an issue with possession here. Has been a pain throughout the game as Parsons goes back to play behind his own net. Breaking out the other side. Thrown back through the neutral zone. Matt Graham has it. Under a minute to go in the penalty kill. Back to Dalton J down in the corner. Back up to Moran. Down to J again. Back behind the net. Port Huron trying to set it up. Deflected off in front. Fed off the boards and 200 feet down the ice. Elmira going to go for a quick line change here. Gutting leaves it back behind. Thrown ahead. Port Huron trying to get a set back up. Municello has it. Poke checked away back to center ice. Port Huron has to get back onside. Still 30 seconds to go on the kill. As that one's knocked down, Tucker picks it up, and he starts out trying to get his skates moving. As he kept possession for a second, it's turned around, and Yanni Liarkos turning it back the other way. Breaking in, Liarkos has the puck taken away by Gino Mini, thrown towards the boards, and Gino Mini gets it ahead. Picked off by Tucker, back out to center ice. Knocked back down, trying to get it out, up to Tucker again. Tucker breaking in. Last 5 of the power play for Port Huron, thrown towards the net, goes just wide. Wrapped around the boards, and a whistle is blown. Shinkarik, as Parsons going right after him. As Parsons dropped the gloves, Shinkarik drops the gloves now too, trying to get his glove free. As now Shinkarik landed a couple, but Parsons getting the majority of them. Now Shinkarik gets the glove free and takes down Parsons. So the penalties come to an end. Parsons and Shinkarik both going to serve 5 now, however, as Pace and Patterson both head for the penalty box. Atkins was free to go as the penalty had come to an end. As Shinkarik will go. Atkins saying that the penalty time is off. So they do let Mitch Atkins go. Carter Shinkarik goes to the box. We'll wait to see what the official call is here. I think both sides are going to get 5 minutes for fighting. I don't think there's going to be anything extra. I did not see the initial collision there, so I'm not sure. I can't imagine it was intentional. Carter Shinkarik, definitely not the type of player that runs a goaltender, to say the least. As the talk continues, as Parsons putting on a strip show over there in the penalty box now for some reason, taking off equipment. It's only 5 minutes. Game's not over there. As once again, face-off will come down here. The Enforcers look like they're going to have an offensive zone face-off to the left-hand side of Kirk Gutting. So we'll see who they put out here. It looks like it's going to be the Atkins, Jurich, Tucker line, along with Bush Anderson and JT Walters, 14-18 to go. Nippard ready to take the draw for Port Huron, and the Enforcers need to take advantage of that momentum builder. But immediately won back by Leonard and flipped out of the zone. This one going to go all the way down, should be icing as Bush Anderson goes back to touch. So icing called again. Shinkarik gets 2 and 5, 2 for cross-checking, 5 for fighting. Port Huron, Parsons gets 2 for unsportsmanlike and 5 for fighting. So each serving 7 minutes, they will not be allowed out of the penalty box until the 7-minute mark of the second period. Puck is down, trying to kick it along. Atkins couldn't win the draw. That goes right in on Gutting as Dalton Young harassed by Mitch Atkins. Atkins kicking that puck towards the boards. Still has possession of it. Atkins turning around up towards Tucker, fires, and it's blockered aside again by Gutting. Back behind, Liarko sends for Sean Leonard. Sean Leonard battling for it. That one's wrapped back behind, and Tucker hurries to it. He'll get there, throws it back behind. He was looking for Tyler Jurich, but it's cut off by Leonard again. Moved out the other way by Nippard. Nippard into the zone, poke checked away, flipped back to center ice, knocked back down, and Jurich on the chase. Trying to get there as Leonard harasses him. Jurich rubbed off by Leonard, sent ahead. Tucker had it, threw it back towards the defense, but couldn't get it through. Puck is moved back over to Municello now. Municello dumps that one in, trying to stay on side as Ethan Bush Anderson will go back to play. Bush Anderson looks up the ice, gets it through, finds Jurich. Jurich across to Tucker. Tucker breaking in, looking back, tries to fight Jurich, but had Atkins back behind. Might have wanted to go there. Back the other way comes Port Huron. In again, passed across. Looking around towards the front, another shot in front, and a save. Joe Young coming up big, point blank on Michael Moran. 13:06 to go in period number 2. Elmira trailing 4-1 where it matters. Still leading on the shots on goal, 19-18. So Elmira face off to the left-hand side of Joe Young. Peavy to take the draw. Pushed ahead. Taylor Cutting chasing after it as that puck's wrapped around the boards. Glenn Patterson off the boards. Essery tried to flip it ahead and could not. Puck is knocked down in the slot again. Patterson chasing after it. Patterson pins it to the boards, trying to kick it back through. Still having some trouble. That puck's moved up. Essery gets it. Has it on the boards, but again taken away from him. Right back out. Essery dumps that one up, and now Cutting chasing after it. Cutting feeds that one back for Essery into the zone. As they said it's on sides due to Prowler sending that one in. Joe Young will play it off for Glenn Patterson. Patterson circles his net. Takes a look up the ice. Patterson trying to cut through. Stick was lost there by one of the Prowlers' defensemen, as that puck will be wrapped around. Essery chasing after it. Patterson shoves it up the boards, but no one is there. JT Walters has to go back to his own blue line to play. Walters across for Taylor Cutting. Cutting, looking, firing that one through. Picked off here by Matthews. Matthews flips it up the boards, but again it's knocked down. And back the other way comes Port Huron one more time. Matt Graham with it towards the front shot and a goal. Portillo beats Joe Young, and I believe that's going to do it on Joe Young's night. Look down, and Troy Passingham suiting up. He will head into this game with 12:02 to go. The Enforcers trailing 5-1. Joe Young very upset as he comes off. The big man Troy Passingham goes in. And now we'll see if the Enforcers can get something going with 12:02 to go. It's a 5-1 Prowler lead. Played up here by JT Walters. Sent ahead. Breaking in, Steve Leonard. Passes across. He finds Kyler Matthews, who loses possession of the puck again. Vartianen gets run into the boards. Picked off and moved back again one more time. Trying to play it out. It's wrapped up the boards looking for Dalton J. Bounces off of him right to Kyler Matthews. Right in the slot. Fires. It's over the top of the net. And again, Kyler Matthews is down. He was clutching at his face. I think he took a stick up high. Back the other way comes Dalton J. Drop pass again. Passed across, broken up, deflected away, and Johnny Ruiz back the other way. He's taken out. A penalty upcoming. Enforcers 3-on-1 if they hurry. Breaking in, across, thrown towards the front, and again, too many passes as penalties upcoming. At least one. So Joe Pace will go to the box for the hook, and the Enforcers will go to the power play. Trailing 5-1. Power play brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, who reminds you that court is serious business. Face off. Looks like it's going to come to the right-hand side of Gutting, as the Enforcers have to get something going here with 11:21 to go in period 2. They've given up 5 unanswered. Carter Shinkarik still stuck in the box for a few more minutes. That one back. Kyler Matthews has it, takes it to the top of the slot, fires it along for Tyler Juritz. It's poke checked away from him, and Dalton Young back the other way. Young breaking in, passing across towards the front, broken up again, as Sean Leonard couldn't come away with it. Now the Enforcers collect themselves in their own zone. Playing it out here, Tyler Juritz. He slows it up, turns it around. Matthews has it again. Matthews looking. Off the boards for Juritz. Bounced along, right back to Matthews, actually, and now comes Tucker. Tucker into the zone. Keeps possession. Drop pass for Glenn Patterson. Patterson in the slot. Backhander shot and a save as Kirk Gutting comes up big. So the Enforcers have to go back to work here. Going to make a couple of substitutions here. Bryce Martin jumps over the boards, as he will come in and take the top side. Jurich on the left-hand side. Atkins, Tucker, and Patterson all up front, as Elmira trailing by 4 at the moment. Going to have to come with everything they got here during the second half of this game. Puck is down. One back, but nobody there to get it as Patterson sent that one 200 feet down. Back to get it. Passingham leaves it for Bryce Martin. Martin ahead. Passes off to Mitch Atkins. Atkins trying to get around. His stick was lifted, however, right back to center ice. Bryce Martin has it. Martin cutting through. Passes over for Jurich. Dumping it around the boards. Looking for Patterson on the far side, who lets that go. Atkins sends it down to Patterson again. Patterson towards the front. Nobody there. Sends it back to Atkins along the far side boards. Back up top to Bryce Martin. Martin across for Tyler Jurich. Jurich waiting. Looking across. He feeds it through. Finds Atkins towards the slot. And Tucker couldn't control. Tried to pass it again. That puck comes down. Stick was broken there as Tucker's got to drop his stick. Now Jurich has it. Jurich back behind the net. Try to drop pass there for Mitch Atkins. He's tied up. Jurich trying to step in. It's taken away from him and sent all the way down. Troy Passingham leaves the safety of his net. Bounces in front of the net, and Passingham sprawling out. Uses all 6'4" of his frame to get back and get that one. Sent ahead. Trying to play it out was Martin. He loses possession of the puck. It's wrapped back around behind, and the Enforcers are in scramble mode here. Passed ahead. Johnny Ruiz playing it up. Past the 10-minute mark, he breaks in. Ruiz cuts wide, breaking in a shot off the side of the net. Ruiz lost it back behind the net now. Picked off by Patterson. Patterson out, across, looking for Leonard. Pass back through and in front, and Essery couldn't bang it home. Back out again. Still, the power play comes to an end. Out comes Patterson, and his poke checked off his stick. Fed across. Leonard knocks it down. Leonard back in front to Patterson. Back for Essery. Goal! Mark Essery buries one. And that is a huge goal for the Enforcers. A little spark, and they needed it. It makes it a 5-2 Enforcer deficit. Didn't come through on the power play, but Mark Essery adds another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Mark Essery. So with 9:08 to go, you got to pick up that momentum now and keep it going if you're Elmira. Still trailing by 3. So, still Carter Shinkarik stuck in the penalty box over there. Puck is down, trying to move it back along. Port Huron comes up with possession. Matthews pinching in there. Dalton Jay couldn't accept the pass. Alexi Girard off the boards. Cutting, poke checks it through, and it's back in the zone. Kyler Matthews dumping that one in. Back for it. Peavy chasing after it. That puck skitters around wide as Cutting knocks it down briefly. Move back along, and out the other side, here comes Port Huron. Puck knocked back down again by J.T. Walters, who tries to move it. He cannot, as the puck comes loose in front, deflected away. Cutting has it, fires it down the ice. That one's going to roll in on Gutting. No, it goes wide, so icing is the call. 8:34 to go in period number 2. The next whistle that isn't an icing, a penalty, or a goal will be the stoppage of play. I think they're checking on the penalty time to make sure when those two can come out of the box. Carter Shinkarik being sorely missed here, especially on that power play unit. Puck is won back. J.T. Walters has it, trying to fire it around. Walters with possession. He looks wide. That one knocked down after the stick was broken there. Puck moved right back out again. In towards the Enforcers' defensive zone, knocked down by Peavy. Peavy trying to get it away from Matt Graham. It's picked off, and Dalton Young sends it back ahead. Chopped towards the slot. Cutting picks it off the boards, and that goes all the way down. Sean Leonard could have played that, the officials say, so deflected right out towards the front, and again, no white and green jersey. Yanni Liarkos gets a free pickup. Liarkos sends it across the boards. Picked off by Gino Mini. Mini taking it himself. He gets into the zone. A stick is lost. Sent across. Jurich with a shot. Another attempt right towards the front, and again, they can't bury. Knocked back down. Picked off here by Ethan Bush Anderson. Sent back into the zone. And for some reason, Port Huron cannot hold on to their sticks here tonight. Every single time they skate anywhere, they lose a stick. This goes all the way down and will once again be icing as Gino Mini gets the touch. So, face-off coming here to the right-hand side of Gutting. And the Enforcers would love to do something here. Been a rough night so far. So, face-off to the right-hand side of Gutting. Atkins with the puck drop here. He and Nippard lined up. They're going to kick Nippard out of the face-off circle. So, face-off again. As it looks like coming in to take the draw is going to be Liarkos. Puck is down. Atkins kicks it back, but nobody's there to control it. Jurich had skated just too far by. Puck moved back along. Atkins has it, firing it across wide for Tyler Jurich. Now Jurich circling back. Takes it at his own blue line. Looks up ice and decides better of it. Passes to Gino Mini. Mini up the boards for Tucker. Tucker chops it off the boards, and Atkins trying to get there, cannot. Tucker knocks it down when it comes back to center ice. Two Prowlers digging at Tucker's feet. As now again the puck is pushed forward. Jurich trying to come up with it and cannot. Atkins getting in the middle of the action. Pushed forward for Jurich again. Onto Tucker's stick. Tucker keeps it going deeper in the zone. Tucker throws it towards the net, but just too far. As this puck comes out, 2-on-1 back the other way. Municello has it. Passed across for Liarkos. Back towards Municello. Fires it. Save. Troy passing him. So with 6:55 to go, that'll take us to the media timeout. Well, the Enforcers trailing 5-2. Still a lot of time to go. We'll see what they can do when we come back.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
It's Elmira Enforcers hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, and we are back as Troy Passingham sends his way back down to the net. Passingham has not been challenged too much since coming into the game, but he's made the stops he's needed to make. So we'll see what they can do here. As one more time, the Enforcers with the defensive zone faceoff. Puck is down, one back. Patterson kicks it along. Move back one more time as it's fed up. Shinkarik fresh on the ice after serving his 7 minutes. This puck moved back ahead and again pushed out. Johnny Ruiz dumps it right back in and Shinkarik on the chase. Johnson going back after it. He's shoved off by Shinkarik, trying to get free as Shinkarik was held up there. Down was Leonard as he attacked again. Puck knocked down by Ruiz, but right back out onto a Port Huron stick. Devaney with it. Devaney fires that one through and around the boards. Chasing after it, Johnson has it, throws it towards Passingham, who makes an easy glove save. 6:21 to go here in period number 2. So, face-off coming once again. As the Enforcers looking back. Shinkarik ready to match up on the draw. It's pushed back through and shoved ahead. Girard gets it ahead, and out comes Elmira again. As a more pushing and shoving on the backside. Enforcers were going after the puck. Portillo is still shoving on a player down in front of the net as JT Walters getting up clapping. Moran tackling Alexis Girard. And you know this is the kind of game Port Huron wants to play, is the physicality game. So Portillo goes to the box. I don't know why the Elmira door is open, as JT Walters was the one being attacked. I don't think there's an Enforcers penalty here. I think this one purely goes against Port Huron, and that means a power play. We'll wait to see, but the off-ice officials have the door open. I think the Enforcers have a power play here. I don't know why that door is still open, as now it's shutting. All right, so power play opportunity for the Elmira Enforcers as we go a double minor up on the board. 4 minutes of power play time, and now you got Carter Shinkarik back. He is a big part of the power play unit, so we'll see what the Enforcers can do. As once again, Elmira going to go to work here. Shinkarik out there with Leonard, Essery, Ruiz, and, well, the first goal scorer of the night, Alexis Girard, on the backside there. So, puck is back right onto the net and turned away. Sent back down low. Essery trying to chase it down as he is getting caught up with. Kept in there by Johnny Ruiz trying to throw the puck down deep, but Johnson manages to get that puck out and all the way down. Again, a double minor here for the Enforcers, as they would love to get something done here early. Gives them a couple chances as that puck flutters back through to center ice. Picked off by Essery, thrown ahead, gets it into the zone. Essery trying to work his way through. Sends back, finds Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz circling down low, sends down for Mark Essery, who picks up the puck. Fires it back towards Alexis Girard. Girard looking, passed across. Trying to get it to settle down. Leonard. Steve Leonard has it. Fires it back to Johnny Ruiz. Back across. Girard winds. Fires deflected in front. Bounces up in the air. And the Enforcers can't get it to settle down. Trying to lift the stick is Leonard. Puck is moved along the board. Sent back towards the point for Johnny Ruiz, but Matt Graham knocks it down and gets it out of the zone. Trying to turn it back around. They get it up towards Matt Graham, who takes it away, and that one was offsides. Enforcers catch a break there with 3:01 to go. All right. Face-off will come outside the Enforcers' offensive zone. Defensive zone. Face-off coming back here. Mitch Atkins, Brandon Tucker, and Tyler Jurich out here for this power play unit. One back by Tucker as Patterson will go back to play. Rolled back around. Kyler Matthews has it. Matthews takes a look up the ice. Last 2:53 of the double minor as Patterson gets it up to center. Can't do anything with it. Now it's picked up by Mitch Atkins. Atkins taking a look. Trying to find a lane. He's stuck in his own zone. 40 seconds left on the first of the double minors. Jurich into the zone, cutting through. Can't get the puck to settle. As once again, this puck shoved down deep. Tucker back behind the net. Tucker with it. Passes up for Patterson. It's kept there by Matthews. Sent back down low. Jurich has it back below the goal line. Jurich has that one taken away from him. Ramped up the boards and all the way down. 2:20 left to go as the Enforcers will go back to get it. 15 seconds left in the first of the double minor penalties. Work back up. Matthews breaking in. Dumps that one off for Jurich. Jurich shoves that one down below the goal line. Tucker tied up. Puck is still loose. Moved around the side. Fired up. Picked off here by Matthews. Fired in. That one's up and off of the American flag as they've already killed the first of the double minor penalties. Down to 4:13 to go here in the second period. So the Enforcers, if they score now, will get things a little closer, but will kill off that remaining penalty as well. So Shinkarik, Essery out there with Leonard. Ruiz on the backside. Leonard trying to push it through. It's back to Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz taking his time. Top of the circle. Fires that one through, and it goes just wide. Hustling forward. Alexi Girard keeps it. Shinkarik sends it back down low for Mark Essery. Essery wraps it around the boards. Johnny Ruiz having to pinch. Ruiz has it. Back down low again for Leonard. Steve Leonard dumps it back along for Mark Essery. Essery shoved into the boards, and again back out. Leonard has it. Fires it along for Shinkarik. Shinkarik bounces it back out to Alexi Girard. Back down low for Shinkarik. Shinkarik trying to set it up. Back to Girard. Back to Shinkarik as they play catch. Into the middle for Leonard. Fired, and it's gloved down by Gutting. Minute 19 to go on the man advantage. So Elmira, another offensive zone faceoff as Port Huron going to change up this penalty kill unit. Port Huron's penalty kill unit has been good here tonight. Able to stifle the Enforcers on both of their two opportunities and into the third now. Shinkarik ready to take the draw. Enforcers trailing by 3. Puck is one back, pushed through towards the slot, fired with a backhand, and they can't get it to settle down. Leonard tried to move it back, but it's pushed back below the goal line. Steve Leonard comes back up with it, sends out to Johnny Ruiz at the point. Ruiz passes across for Girard. Girard winds, fires. It's a right off the netminder and out of the zone all the way down. Troy Passingham going to play it. Leaves it back there for Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz circling around the net. Breaking back up with a little bit of speed, trying to get away from his man. He breaks it in, coming in, a shot and a save. He had Shinkarik open, but decided better of it. This puck goes all the way down again. Alexi Girard, pressured by Dalton J. Girard looking up ice. Quick line change here, thrown ahead, broken up as Jurich has it. Jurich passes across, right back in. Mitch Atkins deking through, shooting, and that bounces off a defender. Kept in here by Tucker. Tucker tries to push it forward. Keeps possession himself now instead. Tucker down low for Tyler Jurich. Turning, shooting, and a save again by Gutting. Jurich back to the point for Kyler Matthews. Matthews back to Jurich. Jurich looking again. Last 20 seconds of the double minor as this one sent down in the corner. Glenn Patterson trying to get there. As that puck sent off the sideboards. Tucker comes up with it. He pushes it along, but he's pinned to the boards, and now it's sent down by Port Huron. And that will just about do it. 5 seconds to go. Passingham leaves it for Kyler Matthews. Matthews looking up ice, looking for a stretch pass as the power play comes to an end. Jurich taps that one into the zone as Tucker chasing it down. Tucker takes a hard ride into the boards. Tucker still with it as it's moved along. Picked up there by Mitch Atkins. Moved along for Tyler Jurich. Jurich looking out towards the front. Can't find it. Went deflected and he can't get it to go. Tucker with a tip, just not into the net. Flipped out, and here comes Nippert back the other way. Chopped away. Flipped back towards center ice. Tucker going to pick it up. Shoves it up for Tyler Jurich, who didn't know where it was. Off his leg, and now Tucker comes up with it. Towards the middle for Girard, and it bounces away from him. The Enforcers just unable to find the back of that net. Trailing by 3. All the way back. No icing as Peavy has it. Peavy looks up the ice. Finds Essery, who dumps that one into the zone. Kostyakov has it now. Fires it ahead off a couple of boards. Hits the netminder, and it's flipped back ahead again. Port Huron gets it out of the zone. Essery gets in front of his man. Has the stick in his jersey as once again Port Huron continues to lose sticks here tonight. Puck moved back along. One more time. Trying to set it back up at center ice. It's picked off by Elmira. Knocked back to center. 1:05 left to go here in the second period as Gutting gloves that one down. And an offensive zone faceoff one more time for Elmira. as they still trail by 3. So, Enforcers trying to put the pressure on here late in the second period. Shinkarik out there with Ruiz, Leonard, Patterson, and Martin on the backside. Matt Graham trying to push that puck through. It's one back. Dalton Young has it. Young passes back across. Sean Leonard has it. Last minute of the second. Puck is deflected up and into the zone. Poke checked away there by Elmira, but they can't control. Back across for Leonard. Leonard passes across. Now hustling for it. The captain, Glenn Patterson, sends it for Shinkarik. In comes Johnny Ruiz. Passed across for Leonard. Across for Shinkarik. Dekes around one man, but he can't get the puck to go as Sean Leonard turns it around the other side. Dalton J across. In offside. So with 34.8 seconds to go, the Enforcers have another face-off here. More pushing and shoving with Sean Leonard getting into it with Bryce Martin. So, 5-2 the score. The Enforcers certainly can't afford a penalty here. It does look like both sides may get one. As the official pointed away, we'll wait to see. So it's outside the zone. It looks like there's a penalty coming. Is it going against Leonard? So Sean Leonard going to take the penalty here, and the Enforcers going to have a power play. 34.8 seconds to go. Back on the power play with 34.8 seconds remaining. It's brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, who reminds you that court is serious business. So they point where they want it. Ruiz out there with Leonard, Shinkarik, Jurich, and Alexei Girard. So, face-off. Once again in the offensive zone. Shinkarik trying to push it through, but Matt Graham's going to win it. Sent out to the point to Tyler Jurich. Passed across for Girard. Girard has to circle. He drops it for Shinkarik. Shinkarik looking, finds Leonard in the slot. Back to Girard. Passed across. Jurich wide, fires, and it's gloved by Gutting. 22.2 seconds to go. And that was a pretty good shot there for Tyler Jurich. Dalton Young going to come on and replace one of his players. Coming off, Dustin Henning. So, puck ready to be dropped. Shinkarik. He'll jump that draw, so Johnny Ruiz going to take it. Ruiz coming in. One-on-one with Matt Graham now. Puck is won back. Ruiz trying to settle it down, and it's moved out of the zone. Last 20 seconds of the second period. Chopped away. Here comes Matt Graham. In. Looking. Shooting over the top of the net. Right back out to Steve Leonard. Moved back ahead, and the Enforcers trying to hurry. Passed across. Here comes Johnny Ruiz throwing it towards the net. Deflects just wide. Last 6 seconds of the period. Girard passes across, but pinching in with Steve Leonard, and that'll do it for the second period. So the second period comes to an end. 1:25 of power play time will remain as the Elmira Enforcers will go to the locker room. Not where they want to be, down 5-2. But the second period does come to an end. The Elmira Enforcers, they're not where they want to be, but I'll tell you what, 3 goals is nothing. You can see that happen in a period almost every night in the FPHL. So hopefully they'll be able to come back in the third period and have an impact. They only trail by 3, and you know, you got to win these games. We've talked about how important they are in the playoff picture. They have a power play for 1:25 left in the third period of play. And as we take a look down at the out-of-town scoreboard, the Columbus River Dragons up 3-1 after 40 minutes of play. So a 2-goal differential down there in Georgia. The Enforcers head for the locker room now as they head off the ice. Joe Young trailing back behind. He's still got to be frustrated from what happened earlier on in this game. Again, the Enforcers out shooting the Port Huron Prowlers 35-22 as of right now. But they got to get some of those shots to go in. So there's going to be a third media timeout in the third period, and they're going to sing happy birthday to Matt Graham apparently. So that's interesting. Always fun whenever you go anywhere in the FPHL. But as I said, we're going to take our second period intermission report right now, brought to you by Marion Decker Insurance. Insurance for what matters most. We'll be back after the second period intermission report gets kicked off here, and we'll have a quick talk with one of your Elmira enforcers. Hang with us here on Mixlr.com.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Another period of Enforcers action in the books down here with Carter Shinkarik. Carter, it's been a strange series here. 2 games in 2 days back at home, a bus trip overnight, and now you guys are here at McMorran Arena. What do you guys have to do to be successful here on the road?
I think we just have to get out to a good start. Like you said, with the 2 games at home, 2 games away, we had travel overnight, so try to get the bus legs out of us as soon as possible. So just coming out with a good start, focus on that 5 minutes, and the rest will follow.
You talk about focusing on 5 minutes, and Coach Foose has constantly stressed breaking the game down into sections. When you guys are looking here, especially at an away game, is it easier to keep it simple, or do you guys just have to come out and play your game?
Yeah, just keeping it simple. I think, that's a hockey term that gets thrown out a lot, and successful players and teams, they keep it simple. So, we don't have to do anything too crazy or split the atom with, certain systems or anything like that. We play our game, we play hard, a north-south game, and we feel pretty confident. We'll come away with the W.
I have to ask, obviously, Brett Gravel out here tonight. He's been a big catalyst for your guys' line getting going over these last couple of games. With you guys now having to substitute in on the wing, obviously you and Johnny Ruiz have played very well together down the stretch here, but with you adding somebody new on the wing, does that change up the line at all, or does it just fall to the next guy up?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, Gravy, Johnny and I, we played together for a little bit and had, great chemistry, and we're doing well, and to lose a player of Brett Gravel's caliber, it's definitely a blow to the team, but, we have lots of depth, so, kind of like in any season, any team in minor hockey, it's the next man up, and, we've done a good job this year, bringing guys to compensate for situations like this when a guy goes down, and we feel confident. We bring a guy up and to play with Johnny and myself, and we're a deep team, so we're not worried. Obviously, losing Gravy is unfortunate, but he'll be back, and we'll get the job done tonight without him.
For sure. Now, this also has to be said. You've had yourself quite a series against Port Huron so far. A couple of goals for you here, getting things going and finding the offense. What is it about Port Huron that you're just seeming to find your stride here late in the year?
I think. It's not even myself. Like, our whole team is scoring a lot. Our offense has been, red hot lately, and kind of like what I said, a couple questions ago. Like, we're just kind of keeping it simple, right? So, we're finding the chemistry with players. We're kind of finding the strides, and we're clicking at the right time in the season, right close to playoff time. So, we feel good about our game, and we're looking forward to closing the series out here. Looking forward to Carolina, and most importantly, just prepping ourselves and getting ready for a good playoff push here.
Now, that being said, the last question before I let you go, this will be the first time tonight. There's another game in the FPHL, obviously has huge playoff implications. Carolina and Columbus down there in Georgia. How hard is it to avoid scoreboard watching during the course of this game, knowing you guys have a job to do here tonight?
Yeah, obviously, big series between those two teams, and it impacts their playoff implications, but we're trying not to leave it to other teams and the results of other games. We control our own destiny, and if we keep putting up wins and playing the way we can, it doesn't matter what any other team in the league does. So we focus on ourselves, because in our eyes we're the only team that matters. So we just keep playing force away. We keep battling. We keep plugging away, and it doesn't matter what any other team does.
We'd love to hear it. We'll let you get back to it. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com second intermission report. Hello and welcome back in here to the First Arena. I want to thank everybody so much for taking time out of your day and watching this broadcast here tonight. We could not do it without all of our amazing sponsors, and without them we wouldn't have hockey here back, a chance at the Ignite Cup. And I'll tell you what, it's been a strong and crazy year for the Elmira Enforcers. None of that would be possible without our great sponsors. So once again, it's time for my favorite part of the broadcast. A huge thank you to a chiropractic center, Arcus Chemung, Arcus Steuben, Arnott Health, Benedict's Bus Service, Big Fox, Boulay, Buckley's Automotive, Bully Hill, C.C. Allison Sons, Charlotte Law Firm, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Community Foundation, Corral Brands, Crystal Cleaners, Dandy Mini Marts, Davis Ulmer, Dean's Construction, Deluxe Entertainment, Disaster Restoration Recovery, Dr. Dozak, Duncan, Elcor, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Employment Solutions, Fagan Engineers, Farrell Gas, First Transit, Foster's, GLN, Tax and Payroll, Hardin Shink, Hilliard, Holiday Inn, IBEW 1309, IBM, Ingersoll Rand, Jubilee Foods, Kennedy Valve, the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, McGuire Family of Dealerships, Marion Decker, Minchin DDS Family Dentistry, New Britain Roofing, New York National Guard, Nucor, Open MRI, Papa John's, Pepsi, Ryan's Distributing, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, Servpro, Sheddens, Sherwin-Williams, Simmons Energy, Silverline Construction, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, SUNY Corning, Swan Morris, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, Treeworks, Vasco Brands, Visions FCU, Ward Manufacturing, Wegmans, Weiss Markets, WETM, Wilkins RV, Williams Auto Group, and Zipflaw. A huge thank you to every single one of you. Without you, it wouldn't be possible for us to have hockey back here at First Arena, or for the Enforcers to be chasing down the Ignite Cup. We'll be back on the Intermission Report after this.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
Hello and welcome back in here live as we welcome everybody back in here to the McMorran Arena as an updated YMCA version plays over the attendance here at McMorran Arena for the next to final game of their regular season here. And again, I want to send our best wishes to the 3 off-ice officials and wish them that they get well soon. They're suffering from COVID and aren't able to be here for the last weekend of the regular season. So thank you guys so much for all the work you do. I know more than most how much work the off-ice officials do, and thank you so much for all you've done. And get well soon. So we certainly hope to see you back here next season. Well, 5-2, the Enforcers trailing behind the Port Huron Prowlers, but as we all know, 3 goals in this league doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. The Enforcers, of course, swapped sides with the Prowlers last night, a 5-2 score at one point, and the Prowlers got caught right back up. The Enforcers managed to pull out an 8-6 victory, so never say never, but you know it's got to be a hard-nosed effort from the Enforcers. Troy Passingham has come in and shut the door so far. Hasn't faced a ton of shots since coming into the game, but Joe Young, not the night he would have wanted or would have written up coming into this one. The Prowlers still only 22 shots on goal. They have connected on 5 of them. The Enforcers with 35 shots on goal have connected with just 2. Want to thank everybody once again for tuning in on YouTube Live and remind you to go on to Twitter at Elmira Enforcers, #Duncan Seats, and show us where you're watching tonight's game from. And I hope you're all enjoying the YouTube feed tonight. As you may have noticed, I'm definitely not doing the camera work tonight. I've got a great friend here to my right-hand side doing the camera work for me, courtesy of the Port Huron Prowlers. So another big thank you to them for helping us out here tonight. And, of course, we'll have the same feed tomorrow night live from Port Huron, Michigan at the McMorran Arena as the Enforcers close out the road portion of their schedule. That takes place tomorrow night. I believe we've got a 7:30 start again tomorrow. And again, down in Georgia, a 3-1 Columbus River Dragons lead right now as we wrap down the second period intermission. Of course, the Enforcers have their eyes on that one as right now they sit in first place. And again, the Enforcers trying to continue to hold on to that spot. They would certainly love to end the season in first place and go into the Ignite Cup with a chance to win that. And, of course, would be their second time in the championship in their 3 years of existence. And, of course, last year we didn't have a playoff. So season cut short due to COVID. We'll have to see what the Elmira Enforcers can do. We certainly hope that they are going to continue on this path and keep working hard and get themselves going. Here in the third period, 20 minutes is a lot of time. You hope the Elmira Enforcers can get something going, and Port Huron obviously would be content to sit on this lead. They certainly are going to have a hard time getting anything through Troy Passingham. We saw it the other night. He allowed just 1 goal on Wednesday night, and he was rock solid. We'll see if he can do it again here tonight for the final 20 minutes of play. It'd be great for Elmira if they could get this win done. However, they would love not to retreat any, as those two teams playing down south are looking to oust them from that first place spot. Not an easy task, as Elmira has performed very well as of late. They're on a 4-game winning streak dating back to the Carolina Thunderbirds back on Saturday night. And then it's been smooth sailing until today, where they're trailing 5-2 to the Port Huron Prowlers. You're sure Ahmed Mahfouz has a heck of a speech down there during this intermission. Once again, I want to give a huge shout-out to Marion Decker Insurance, who's covering what matters most. She sponsors our intermission reports, and I can't thank her enough for doing that. We are wrapping up this intermission coverage right now. It's 5-2. The Enforcers trailing by just 3 as we head back to a break. And then when we come back, it'll be time for the opening puck drop of the third period. Elmira Enforcers looking to get the job done. Not going to be an easy one, but the Enforcers are more than capable. Don't forget, while you're taking this last-minute break, get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink. 20 minutes, you won't want to miss a minute of it. And make sure to snap a selfie. Show us where you're watching tonight's game at Elmira Enforcers on Twitter, #Duncan Seats. Hey, you get a chance to win a $20 gift card to Duncan, and let's be honest, who couldn't use $20 to Duncan? I'm John Clement, and we'll be right back from the McMorran Arena.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, back at the McMorran Arena, and, well, 7 or 8 Prowlers have made their way out. Here comes the rest of them as the intermission report ticks down. Of course, it's great to see the Enforcers coming out. They hurried themselves out here. Ahmed Mahfouz back behind the bench, and Joe Young's got the ball cap on now as Troy passing him back between the pipes. We'll see if he can keep the Enforcers held pat. They're going to need some help as they trail by 3. So we'll see what happens here. Face-off coming down to the center ice area. Passing him down to the left as the Enforcers skate left to right in the white with the neon green. The Prowlers in the red with the candy-striped arms skate right to left across your YouTube screen. So, the Prowlers trying to decide who's out here. Don't forget, 1:25 of power play time left for the Elmira Enforcers. I mean, the Enforcers would be fine to play 5-on-3. I'm sure they would be happy to play this way. Shinkarik, Leonard, Ruiz out there with Jurich, and once again, Alexis Girard as Shinkarik wins the draw, breaking in. He gets it in on side, but it's pulled back to center ice. Girard will circle back. Girard taking his time, trying to work his way up. He passes across. He finds Shinkarik. Shinkarik breaking into the zone. He's got Leonard behind him, taking it himself, wrapping it around the boards. He was looking for Ruiz, but Ruiz had cut off. Ruiz kept it there for a moment, still working it down. Johnny Ruiz has a penalty upcoming. High stick is the call. And I believe this is going against Port Huron. So it'll be a 5-on-3 as Nippert got the stick up high. 5-on-3 for 1:02, and this is exactly what the Enforcers needed. We'll see if they can cash in. You've got to score on the 5-on-3, however. They blew a double minor earlier. Cannot blow this one. 5-on-3. As once again, Shinkarik ready to take the draw. He wins that one back. Glenn Patterson pokes it over to Alexis Girard. Down to Patterson. Back to Girard. Girard waiting. Passes down to Patterson again along the side of the net mouth. Back up to Alexis Girard. Pass across. Tyler Jurich fires and it's saved right in front of shot. And it goes through the net. Somehow staying out. Glenn Patterson, a wide open net. Back to Jurich. Over to Girard. Fires and it goes just wide of the net again. Shinkarik trying to get there. Puck is moved back along. Tyler Jurich chops that one down. Girard keeps it. Move back along. The Enforcers have had a couple of chances here with a basically wide open net as Jurich keeps the zone now, working it down towards the front. Tapped across and Girard swings and misses. This one comes out. A breakaway attempt for Matt Graham. Graham cutting through, shot save. Troy passing him. Puck is moved along by Jurich. Last 15 seconds of the 5-on-3, and the Enforcers have to get it 200 feet back down the ice. Shinkarik cutting through, circles back. Last 10 seconds of the 5-on-3 now. Shinkarik keeps the zone down low for Jurich. Jurich looking, circles back, 2-1, 5-on-3 is over, in front, and a shot goes just wide. Back to Patterson, 5-on-4 still for 50 seconds. Sent down low, right in front, deflected in front, a shot, and they still can't get it to go. Jurich back down low again. Deflected up and all the way out. They're going to go for a line change, and the Enforcers feeling it now. Wrapped around. Patterson picks it up. Off the board, sending it ahead. Keeps it going. Patterson chasing it all the way down as the Enforcers have a 3-on-2 back the other way. Patterson taking his time. Passes that one off. He finds Mitch Atkins. Dumps it down low for Tyler Jurich. Back down low again for Tucker. Tucker trying it right in front. Couldn't get it back to Kyler Matthews. Rips it over the top of the net. Puck wrapped all the way around the boards, and the Enforcers will go back. 10 seconds to go on the 5-on-4 now. Passing him, leaves it for Kyler Matthews. Matthews looks ahead. Skating up. Matthews breaking into the zone. That'll do it on the power play. Shot, and it's saved by Gutting. As that does it, a 5-on-3 opportunity wasted for the Enforcers. Couple of great chances there, but just couldn't bury it. Glenn Patterson, maybe with the best one, had the wide open net. It just skittered across the net mouth and didn't go in. So, face off down here to the left-hand side of Gutting. Enforcers still trailing by 3, and you saw Alexi Girard celebrating when Patterson had that wide open net. Wrapped around here and sent all the way out of the zone. Bryce Martin stops it. He flips it back in. Enforcers have to get onside. Now that they do, they can start chasing it again. Henning has possession. Henning trying to play this one out. Chased after there by Mitch Atkins and moves the stick along. Back out to Essery. Essery drops it there for Atkins. Waits, fires, and it's a save once again by Gutting. Kurt Gutting, I think he's trying to find it. It's up in his padding. Now he gets the puck out of there. 17-13 to go in period 3. You like the effort out of the Elmira Enforcers coming with pressure, but they've got to beat Kurt Gutting now. Puck is down. Trying to move it along is Tucker. He wins it back to JT Walters. Walters slaps one towards the net, deflected away as Michael Moran goes down for it. He banks it off the boards. Joe Pace Jr. chasing it. Sends it to the point. Bryce Martin with it. Firing it down low, deflected off. Back. Essery couldn't control. And back the other way comes Portillo. Dumping that one in. Passing him, stops it. Leaving it back behind for JT Walters. Walters trying to get it ahead. Moves it up for Brandon Tucker. Finds Mitch Atkins. Up to Mark Essery. Essery and Atkins in the zone. Winding up and just couldn't get the shot off. Essery loses his stick. As now Kyler Matthews trading spots. Leonard has it. Enforcers trying to get through as he's knocked off the puck. And the Enforcers have too many men on the ice. As they do finally get him off. So too many men on the Elmira Enforcers. They had 6 men out there for a good long while. Face off will come back in. Cutting going to go serve the penalty kill here. Labatt Blue penalty kill. Labatt Blue reminding you not to get boxed by drinking responsibly. Face off will come down. It looks like Port Huron wants it to the right-hand side of Troy Passingham. 5-on-3. So puck ready to be dropped. Score down in the other game. Now 4-1 River Dragons. They scored a minute 46 into the third period of play. As now Shinkarik and Graham. Shinkarik won that one back easily. Graham didn't even move. But they'll play that one back again. 16:25 to go in period 3. Still 2 minutes to kill for the Elmira Enforcers. Puck is down. Shinkarik pushes it through. He comes away with it and flips that 200 feet. As now he pulls up. Brandon Tucker on the chase. Puck wrapped back around again. Played back behind. Trying to come away with it. The Enforcers having some trouble here. As it comes back the other way, here comes Port Huron. Dalton Young looking, waiting. Shoots it towards the front of the net. The net is way off its moorings, and Passingham makes the stop anyway. As they get lucky on that one. 16:04 to go. And oh, my apologies about that. I just had it pointed out to me that I forgot to change the period. My apologies. It is the third period of play. So, that'll be corrected in just a second here on the YouTube stream. As 5-2. Enforcers still looking to get this one going. They've yet to find the back of the net. in the third period. Puck is won back. Dalton J. Drop pass off for Dalton Young. Young circling closer to the net, right in front and broken up as Matt Graham had an excellent chance there. Pushed ahead by Tucker. He can't get it out of the zone. Dalton Young has possession. Back to Dalton J. Wine firing, save, bypassing him. Flipped 200 feet down the ice, and Gutting will go to play. Quick changes here for the Enforcers as they try to kill off this penalty. Still a minute 15 to go. Dalton Young flipped across, finds Johnson. Johnson into the zone. He's pressured there by Bryce Martin. Back behind, JT Walters swatting at it. Now Port Huron gets all 5 men back as they try to set something up here in the zone. Passed across, was looking for Kostyakov, and now it's moved out. Here comes Mark Essery trying to get through. Essery in. He's drawn a penalty here too. Essery turns around, passes off for Gino Mini. Passing him, going to the bench, moved ahead, and now Peavy into the zone, throws it towards the net, and Gutting makes the save. That'll kill off the rest of the penalty kill. Hooking going to be the call, and the Elmira Enforcers going to play some 4-on-4 hockey. This should work to their advantage. This is a situation, however, where you really miss Brett Gravel. Gravel has been a catalyst of a lot of offense. Shinkarik going to head out with Ruiz as Shinkarik asks for the faceoff to the left-hand side of Kirk Gutting. 4-on-4 hockey for 44 seconds, and then a minute 16 of power play time with 15:09 left to go here. As the Enforcers trying to set this up. Glenn Patterson way across the blue line. As now Shinkarik looks to win this one back. He's going to look for Bryce Martin. He pushes it ahead instead, as now the puck worked along the boards. Lifting the stick of Sean Leonard, moved back. Ruiz drops for Bryce Martin. Martin pinching down low. Throwing it towards the front, it's broken up. Martin will get his own rebound, however. Toss right in front for Johnny Ruiz, but Ruiz can't get the puck to settle down. It squirts back out to center ice. Ruiz passed across, deflected down as Glenn Patterson has to pick it up. Yanni Liarkos was right there. Patterson trying to get through, and he can't. Liarkos strips it away from him, sent out to Dave Nippert. Back up to Sean Leonard, fires that one off of Bryce Martin. Trying to chase it down as he puts Leonard into the boards, but Leonard keeps possession of the puck. Last 6 of the 4-on-4. Fired across for Leonard. 3-2-1, that'll do it. The Enforcers are now on a power play with Leonard breaking into their zone. Leonard back behind the net. Poke checked at there by Patterson as this puck is flipped back out, and the Prowlers will kill time. Tyler Jurich trying to chase this one down. It's sent 200 feet, and Kyler Matthews will go back to play. Matthews takes it out from behind his net. Taking a long look. Matthews fires it across, breaking into the zone. Gerard throws it through the middle. It's broken up, chopped down, thrown towards the front again, and they can't get the shot off. Tucker puts his man into the boards. Pinching up. It's picked off by Mitch Atkins. Thrown towards the front, deflected. Jurich couldn't get it to go home. Right back around. Played out here by Johnson. Johnson harassed, sends it back behind the net. Last 30 seconds of the power play. Dalton Young fires that 200 feet, and Troy Passingham will catch it and release. Drop there for Alexis Girard. Girard drops that one off for Kyler Matthews. Matthews turning, 13.5 to go here in the third period of play. Puck skitters back down as Passingham has to play it behind his net. Kyler Matthews with possession, maybe time for one more rush. Up to Atkins, fires it along for Jurich, but again it's broken up. Atkins trying to get there and cannot. The Enforcers' power play has just continued to struggle. That'll do it on the power play. Back behind is Alexis Girard, who got this scoring going way back in the first period. Back up the other way. Shinkarik passes off for Leonard. Leonard into the zone. Passes for Shinkarik. Back. Another shot and in the back of the net. Steve Leonard buries it, and the Enforcers now trail by just 2. Big play there for the former Port Huron Prowler as he nets another one. So Elmira down 5-3. Just under 13 minutes to go. So faceoff comes back here to center ice. Not going to change this lineup either, as the Enforcers want to keep things going. Shinkarik loses that draw right back. Henning trying to make his way up. He dumps that puck in, and now Gino Mini going to take it. Wrapping it around the boards. Vartiainen couldn't stop it. Joe Pace Jr. going to chase it all the way back. Stephen Leonard trying to find his lane as Pace has it, firing up the boards. Knocked down by JT Walters. Fired back to Gino Mini. Passed up for Shinkarik. Shinkarik dumps that one down and in. Joe Pace chasing after it. Right back to center ice. Gino Mini turning it around. Minnie taking his time, passes off. He finds JT Walters. Walters ahead again. Slapped in by Johnny Ruiz, and a line change comes quickly here. Gutting leaves it back behind for Dustin Henning. Henning working it around. Fires that one all the way down. That one will go for icing and will be touched by Bryce Martin. 12-12 left to go. So, face-off coming all the way back down. See what Elmira can do here. Need to win a draw and get pucks on Gutting. They've already shot 45 pucks his way, but they've only managed to come through 3 times. Still trailing by 2, 5-3. Puck pushed back along. Jurich has it. Moved to Tucker. Throws it towards the front. Broken up as Mitch Atkins couldn't quite get there. Knocked down by Tucker, and he couldn't keep the zone. Tucker taken down as this puck pushed ahead. Jumping up back into the play is Atkins. He comes in onside. Jurich has it. Waits. Fires off the side of Joe Pace. As now the puck settles down. Atkins with it. Sent back behind. Jurich out towards the front, and he tries to back-end it in and couldn't get it to go. Atkins towards the front again, and Gutting jumps on top of it. So some great play there by this line. 11:45 to go. So we'll see as Matt Graham down in front of the net. They'll change it back up, and here comes the PV Essery Matthews line. Gerard and Walters on the backside. As Elmira's got to get it going here. Just 11:45 to go. Speaking of let me take a selfie, at Elmira Enforcers on Twitter, hashtag Duncan Seats. Show us where you're watching tonight's game. JT Walters drops it. Essery able to keep the zone. Top of the slot. Fires, and it's saved by Gutting. Again, dropped the side of the net. Trying to get it loose. Towards the front. Still swatting at it. It's shot, and they can't get it to go out towards Peavy. He fires it off a leg. And now jumping in the play is Essery. The Enforcers with a little bit of gumption now as they throw that one on net, and it's gloved down. So 11:27 to go. You like to see this one. As again, Elmira trying to get something done here. Face-off coming here. Puck is dropped. One back as the Prowlers wrap it around the boards. All the way up for Devaney. Devaney gets it out to center ice. Picked off by Gerard. Gerard passes across. JT Walters has it. Walters up the boards. He gets it to Peavy. Peavy in offside. And that's going to take the puck all the way back to the defensive end. And the Enforcers quickly make a line change. You see Ahmed Mahfouz wanting to keep 3 lines rolling. And they get Ruiz back out there with Leonard and Shinkarik. This has been a line that's done a lot of producing lately, but they need to cash in again here as the Enforcers trailing by 2. Puck is down. Prowlers win it back. Kostyukov dumps it back around as he and Bryce Martin meet up. Back around for Glenn Patterson. He poke checks it through as that one's shoved along. Parsons tried to move it with a hand pass. Thrown towards the net, goes just wide. Johnny Ruiz back for it. He shovels that one out. This is going to go all the way down as Leonard trying to get by. He was pushed off. Didn't like that. But another face-off in the defensive zone for the Elmira Enforcers. Leonard, the former Prowler, certainly has taken a little bit of guff here. As 10:53 remains in the third period of play. Again, the media timeout has been the Enforcers' friend as of late. We'll see if the same can be said after the one coming up here in the next 53 seconds or so. Elmira getting set as Carter Shinkarik comes in to face off with Nippert. Shinkarik gets into the circle. He and Nippert lined up. Nippert points over to the wingers. And now the puck's down. One back, picking it off. Gotten out of the zone by Leonard. Flipped right back and moved ahead. Leonard breaking in. He's got Shinkarik. Can't handle the pass as it's pushed back through. Now Leonard trying to move it for Ruiz. Back comes Municello. Back the other way for Port Huron, however, as he breaks in. Circling at the blue line. And that is a all too common move here tonight. Nobody trying to push the pressure. As again, it's moved back. Bryce Martin. Martin taking a look, breaks it out himself, tries to pass it up to Shinkarik. It's picked off by Nippert. Municello has it. In towards the front, a shot off a leg pad, and Johnny Ruiz will take it up the other way. Passed across. He finds Bryce Martin, flipping it ahead as it's knocked out of the air with a high stick. At least I thought it was. The men in the zebra stripes said no. In the other way, Liarkos with a drop pass. That one's deflected back out. Dalton Young fires up and off of the American flag again. So 10:03 to go. 3 seconds shy of the media timeout, as the Enforcers will get a defensive line change. They already had the offense switch it up as Atkins, Tucker, and Jurich out there, now with Minnie and Walters. Would love to see this line get something going here. Puck ready to be dropped. Atkins ties up his man. That puck sent back behind. Gino Mini trying to wrap it up the boards. He gets it up towards Tucker, but not to him. As this puck pushed ahead, Dalton J sends it down in the corner. Matt Graham with it again. Deflected out. Johnson can't hold on to it. Poke check along the boards. Matt Graham with it again. JT Walters will go back to play. Wraps that one around the boards for Brandon Tucker. Tucker swats at it. Gets it to center. And out of the zone. Picked off by JT Walters. Sent ahead for Tyler Jurich in. Jurich looking, waiting, firing, and it's saved by Gutting. 9:33 to go. That'll take us to the media timeout. 30 seconds. We'll be back. Actually, hold on. We'll wait. They're going to sing happy birthday here to Matt Graham, so we'll stay with you for that, just for the fun of it. All right, now we'll take 30 seconds and be right back.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, the Enforcers back. A shot right off the faceoff and just unable to connect as that puck's moved up the sideboards. Parsons has it again. Feeds it up. That one's not able to be kept by JT Walters. He sends it back to his defensive partner, Gino Mini. Mini with it, fires it up. Tucker and Atkins getting it ahead and into the offensive zone. Atkins battling. He's swatted at a couple times. Tucker picks it off. Over towards the front. Jurich couldn't handle it. And Port Huron back the other way. Poke checked out again by Atkins. Johnson has it. Johnson into the zone, looking, waiting. Can't get the shot off as he goes down below the goal line. Johnson sends it back to the point for Parsons. Parsons looks. That one's broken up and slapped ahead for Tyler Jurich. Jurich has Tucker with him. He uses his backside in front of shot, and they can't get it off. Tucker had it bounce on him. A perfect play by Tyler Jurich, and the Enforcers just couldn't finish the job. Tucker hanging his head there. Had a great opportunity. As now Essery, Matthews, and Peavy out here. Gutting just able to jump on that one. So Enforcers 48 shots on goal. They need 2 more, and they've both got to go in. Peavy wins it back, kept at the line. Patterson throws it towards the net, broken up by Gutting. Peavy has it again down in the corner. Peavy still with possession. He's shoved off the puck, keeping it going. Out to Mark Essery. He flips it off the boards, and now Matthews pinching in deep. Back down low. Peavy trying to get there. It's moved up the sideboards again for Essery. He can't keep it. Now Patterson thought he kept it, but it bounced up in the air on him. Peavy has it. Peavy back behind the net. Finds Bryce Martin. Martin up the boards for Kyler Matthews. Matthews back up the boards, and that one goes down. That one, I thought that got touched by Port Huron. Apparently not, so an icing call. 8:17 to go in period 3. Enforcers still trailing by 2. So, face off to the right-hand side of Troy Passingham. The Enforcers down on the bench trying to figure out how they can get 2 more goals here. Moran and Peavy tying up. That puck won back by Port Huron. Thrown towards the net. It goes wide. Deflected off in front. Bryce Martin able to knock it down. Sent back behind again as a Portillo sends it back to Leonard. Off the hand of Essery. Leonard again. Battling. That one bounces off of Bryce Martin. Martin has it now. He and Essery racing for the offensive zone. Breaking in. Drops for Kyler Matthews. Matthews goes wide. Drop pass looking for Essery, but off a stick. And again, Essery not happy because there was some interference there. As back the other way. Looking, shooting off of Troy Passingham, and he will cover up. As a Prowler attacked the net and went sliding into the boards. So Essery goes to the bench as the official yelling at him. The coach trying to get things to calm down. Defensive zone faceoff is now Leonard, Ruiz, and Shinkarik back out there, alongside Alexi Girard and JT Walters. Time slipping away, 7:46 to go in period number 3. They line this one up. Nippard out there again. Shinkarik puts a stick down first. He wins that draw back, and JT Walters chasing it around the backside of the net. Walters looking ahead. He's breaking in 4-on-2. Walters towards the front, but nobody there. Ruiz shovels that back behind the net. Out towards the front. Back up top, as now again, puck is thrown down low. An enforcer down on the side. They're blowing the play dead. Johnny Ruiz, the man down there, is now, it looks like Leonard gonna go. As the gloves are down, Steve Leonard taking a long look at Dave Nippert. Leonard and Nippert waiting. Leonard reaches out, grabs a hold of Nippert, and pins him to the ground. Not much of a fight, but no punches thrown. The medic is over there to look at Johnny Ruiz. They let that play go on for a little while there. I think they're going for off-ice help here as well. Ruiz has not gotten up. He is not even to a knee. He's still on his back. Joe Pace out there. As, again, they clear some equipment away. Both of the combatants are in the penalty box, but Johnny Ruiz still down. Pace is over there. The medic is over there. And I believe they're looking for help. 7:26 left to go in the third period. It's 5-3. We're going to step aside for just a minute here. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me, Barry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Elmira Enforcers Hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, fans. Well, it's a somber moment here as this game, obviously, an important game as the Enforcers trying to propel themselves towards a berth in the championship finals. Johnny Ruiz still down on the ice. We're choosing to take the shot of the scoreboard here as they're bringing out a stretcher. Obviously a very serious moment, and in a game full of contact hits, it is a danger, obviously, anytime you take the ice. But the paramedics are out here and taking care of Johnny Ruiz. We went back and looked at the hit during that commercial break. It was a high hit. The officials agree. There's a 5-minute penalty up on the boards, as you can see. Obviously not wanting to say too much here as the Enforcers winger has not gotten up yet. They took Nippard right off the ice. Obviously 5 in a game. I don't believe with a hit like that you'll see him tomorrow. We'll have to wait for official word from the league as well, but I would imagine, looking at the hit, it was very clearly high. We looked at it 6 or 7 times up here in the booth, and it was a high hit, to say the least. It looked like Johnny's head might have hit off the ice as well, so they are getting the stretcher out here. And obviously, the minute we hear anything, we will obviously let you know. But a couple of Enforcers over there, all of the medics over there. Again, we're opting not to show this on the YouTube stream and keep it focused on the game. As they try to get everything taken care of here. To the best of our knowledge right now, he is responsive. He was rolling around down there. As they've got the professionals out there, EMTs. As they've got him on the stretcher, and you're starting to hear the applause. So they're going to get him. They're going to get him right on out of here. They've got him stabilized. They don't quite have him off yet. So, again, Nippard has been taken off of the ice. Brett Gravel down there taking the jersey. And again, this is still going on the ice. We're, again, opting to show the scoreboard here instead of the scene. We don't want to take away from the seriousness of this injury, and we definitely don't want to put that on the YouTube stream. So I appreciate everybody's understanding with what we're choosing to show with the stream here. As Ahmed Mahfouz is over there as well. So some of the players getting his equipment over to the room as well. Again, a very, very big danger in this sport. It's a physical sport. It does, things do happen, but obviously that no one intends anything like this. Ahmed Mahfouz is leaned down there at the stretcher. I believe he might be communicating with Johnny. As I said, he was rolling around down there, very clearly injured, as now some of the players helping to lift the stretcher. And again, once he's cleared off the ice, we'll resume the camera to show him what's going on. But again, opting right now not to show any of this and having this as a personal moment versus putting this all over the YouTube stream. So again, I appreciate everybody's understanding, and they've got him strapped in now, and they'll get him off the ice. So obviously, best wishes and a speedy recovery. And hopefully I'll have some more news for you guys before tomorrow night's broadcast. So they've got everything still going on the ice. That's why you're still looking at the scoreboard. And I want to thank everybody again for being respectful and, again, allowing this moment as Ahmed Mahfouz heads back for the bench. And there's the round of applause coming. So everybody from the Enforcers bench goes over there, and they're just going to wish their teammate well. So I'm going to, again, I can't tell from my vantage point, but as they all went over there, I have to assume he is at least responsive. We don't believe you'll be able to see anything, so we're going to try to give you a quick look as the players watch him heading off the ice. So every player from both teams over there showing a tremendous amount of respect. Again, it's a dangerous game. You hate to think things like this can happen, but hopefully he'll be back in very, very soon. So, again, we wanted to show you guys that, and now, not to take away from that, but there's still 7 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here. So, again, 5-minute power play up on the boards, and now the Enforcers huddling at their bench. Obviously, this changes everything as Ahmed Mahfouz calls everybody in to the huddle. There's 5-minute power play, 7 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this game. The Enforcers trailing 5-3. Down in Columbus, it is 4-2 in favor of the River Dragons with just under 2 minutes to go. So, again, after something as tough as that, it is hard, but we have to focus back on the game ahead of us. So, Dave Nippard got himself 5 minutes for charging, 5 minutes for fighting, and a game misconduct. Steve Leonard, 5 minutes for fighting. 7:26 to go, and it definitely changes up the look here. So, face-off to the left-hand side of the netminder. Shinkarik out there with Tucker, and that face-off, one forward, thrown towards the net, and it's stopped by Gutting. So 4 seconds in. The Elmira Enforcers, again, try to put everything on net. They trail by 2 with 7:22 to go. As Leonard gets a glove. So penalties are on the board. 4:56 on the major. As now, puck is won back again. Trying to get out Here comes Dalton J. breaking in one-on-one with Passingham. A shot and a save. Troy Passingham. Shot towards the front of the net. Knocked down by Shinkarik. Shinkarik back behind for Tyler Jurich. Jurich takes a look out. Passingham with another huge save. He's made a few of them this week already. Drop pass off. Carter Shinkarik loses possession. Dalton J. kicks it ahead for Matt Graham. Graham towards the front. Broken up by Passingham, and he'll jump on top of it as Dalton J. goes down in front of the net. So, face-off back in the Enforcers' defensive zone. As Troy Passingham trying to get himself stretched out. Again, he did not start this game. Joe Young did. As 4:31 to go in the power play. Puck is down. Pushed ahead. Alexis Girard picks it up. Flips it across. Circling back, Dalton Young going to pick that one up as the puck is moved towards the Enforcers' net. Stopped by Troy Passingham again. Alexis Girard has it. The Enforcers have to calm this down. Emotions are high, but they trail by 2 goals, and they've got to go get them back. Drop pass here for Jurich. Jurich stretch pass across and into the Port Huron Prowlers bench. So, face off. Looks like the linesman pointing towards center ice. Again, the Enforcers bench rocked a little bit here. As we'll see what they do here. Mitch Atkins wins it back. And Bryce Martin has to chase it down. Bryce Martin back behind. Trying to settle things down. Dalton J. quickly on him as now Kyler Matthews out the other way. Matthews sends it ahead. Was trying to hit Atkins, but it's dumped in now. Gutting goes back to play. Gutting wraps it around the boards. Picked off here by Gino Mini. Moved back to the point to Kyler Matthews. Matthews looking across. Down lower for Mitch Atkins. Atkins looking towards the front. He tries to shove it through Joe Pace's legs and can't do it. Sends it back to the point to Matthews. Back again to Atkins. All the way across for Bryce Martin. Martin waiting. Passes and crossed. He was looking for Atkins again. Puck comes loose, is swatted out by Joe Pace. And now Kyler Matthews turning it back around. Matthews trying to turn as Bryce Martin went off for a line change. Sent back ahead. Flipped up at the blue line. Into the zone goes Atkins. Atkins having some trouble as he gets tied up. Moved along the boards. Kept there by Tucker. Tucker still has it. He breaks in down low. Sends it deeper. Jurich has it. Back out to Tucker. Tucker looking. He circles up at the blue line. Back for Tyler Jurich. Jurich across. He's got Girard. Girard winds, fires, and it's off of Tucker's foot. Back down low again and out. 2 minutes has already been killed here in the 5-minute man advantage. Passingham leaves it back behind. Girard goes back to play. Girard fires it ahead for Brandon Tucker. Tucker looking across. He dumps that one in, and Gutting will make the stop as Shinkarik was coming hard. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third period. Still a 5-3 Prowler lead. So, face off. Come here to the left-hand side of the netminder. So, Shinkarik to take the draw. Lines up against Michael Moran. Puck is won back, kept by Girard. Passes across. He was looking for Jurich. Jurich has it, throws towards the net, and it's stopped by Gutting. No traffic in front. The Enforcers have got to get this going. It is score at will if they can. 2:36 left to go. They're almost halfway through that 5-minute man advantage. 51-30, the shots on goal. Enforcers trailing where it matters, though, by 2. Tucker turning. Trying to work it towards the front of the net. Throws it in front, a shot, and a save as that one's poke-checked away. Back to get it again is Girard. Girard back down to Shinkarik. Shinkarik along the hash mark. Sends down low looking for Glenn Patterson. Patterson swatting at it, but he can't get control. Puck is shoved along the board. Sent back to the point to Girard. Girard passed across. It bounces over Liarkos' stick. And now Shinkarik trying to come up with it and cannot. Liarkos gets it out. Girard has possession. Girard. Side pass here to Jurich. Jurich gets it to settle. Now he passes across, but again a blind pass, and the Enforcers can't do anything with it. Back out to Passingham. Mark Essery taking a look. Line changes coming here. Under 2 minutes to go in the man advantage. Drop pass again. Kyler Matthews up. Fires it up to Blake Peavy. Peavy in on side. Peavy looking towards the net. Has nobody there. Fires it back to the point and out of the zone. Jurich turning. Finds Kyler Matthews, wraps it around the boards. Gutting puts a stop on that. Gutting wraps it around the boards. It's knocked down. Peavy back to the point to Matthews. Matthews at the top of the slot. Passes across. Back down low again. Jurich winds, fires, and it's a save by Gutting. Minute 25 to go in the power play, 3:51 to go in the third period, and the Enforcers still trailing by 2. You have to wonder when they're going to try pulling Troy Passingham. So, face off to the right-hand side of Gutting. As he waits, Atkins ready to take the draw. Face off to the right-hand side of Gutting as Peavy comes in to take it. He will lose that draw. It's knocked down here, thrown towards the net, and puck is whistled down. Penalty for the high stick. Looks like Mark Essery going to the box. Essery not going to be happy about that as it kills off the remaining 121. And now the Enforcers have 4-on-4 hockey. So, 3:47 to go in period number 3. Enforcers trailing by 2. It's officially over in Columbus, 5-2. The River Dragons beat the Thunderbirds. Puck is down, won back by Port Huron, fired towards the net, Passingham knocks it down. Sean Leonard has it now, worked back out to center ice, going back to play. Played along by Johnson, over to Matt Graham. Deflected up again. Picked off here by Patterson as he'll turn it over to Tucker. Tucker up the ice, breaking in on the offensive side of the ice. Again, it's sent high, played up. Tucker took that stick up high and no call on that. Patterson picks it up, sends it up high again. Martin knocked it down. Kept at the blue line by Bryce Martin. Sent ahead. Taken down with Shinkarik there in front. And again, the Enforcers chasing. Last 3:10 of the third period. Move back along. Enforcers trying to get there. Liarkos will come up with it. Passes out to Johnson. Down to the last 3 minutes of the third. Back to Moran. Last 35 of the 4-on-4. Shot wide of the net. As that'll be knocked down by Moran again. Tossed towards the net and Passingham jumps on top of it. So big credit to Troy Passingham. He's come in and been stellar. No surprise there. Troy Passingham has been good for the Enforcers all year. 2:54 to go. 5-3. The Enforcers trailing by 2. 27 seconds remains in the 4-on-4. Atkins pushes that one back. JT Walters drops for Alexis Girard. Girard passes across. Finds JT Walters. Walters circling around in the neutral zone. Now he gets it ahead. Walters breaking in the zone. Fires that one towards Gutting, and he'll just scoop that one up with his glove. Last 14 of the 4-on-4. 2:40 to go in period number 3. So, waiting for the puck to drop. Mitch Atkins battles Michael Moran. Back to Girard at the point. Sends that one back behind the net. Fires it off the side of the net again, did Tyler Jurich. As now that puck's moved up again. Trying to play it around Port Huron. Has it in their own zone. They are now officially on the power play. 5-on-4. Municello breaking in the offensive side. Cutting through. A kick save that time by Girard. And here comes Tyler Jurich. Jurich breaking back in. Trying to stick handle through a man. Threw it back towards Mitch Atkins and couldn't get it to him. Last 25 of the power play for the Port Huron Prowlers. Puck pushed aside. Last 2 minutes of the period here. Municello has it back below the goal line. Sends back to Johnson at the point. Down to the last 10 seconds of the power play. Johnson passes off. Municello has it. Winding, firing, save, Passingham. Another shot and another save, Passingham. Johnson back to get it. Last 4 seconds on the man advantage. Jurich tried to send it ahead and could not get it out. Power play is over. Passed across in front. Shot, save, Passingham, and he covers up. 1:42 to go. So, again, the Enforcers trying to come through here. They're still trailing by 2 goals. You have to imagine Passingham will be on watch for Coach Ahmed Mahfouz if they can get down into the offensive zone to get pulled. Leonard and Shinkarik back out here as the penalty boxes are cleared. One back. Patterson sends it back behind for Bryce Martin. Fed it ahead. Knocked off the puck as Tucker couldn't get it to go. That one goes wide of the net. Last 90 seconds of the third period of play. Sent ahead for Steve Leonard. Leonard into the zone. He cuts through. Looking. Waiting. Passed across. Passingham goes to the bench. Picked off by Bryce Martin. Sent down low again, looking for Shinkarik. Shinkarik towards the front, has Tucker on the backhand, fires it towards the net, and he can't get it to go again. Knocked back down. Jurich fires, and it's saved again by Gutting. 1:13 to go in the third period. Enforcers still trailing by 2. So, Elmira not going to take a chance, as now they are going to call timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back here on Mixlr.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's Elmira Enforcers hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, well, last minute 13. Enforcers going to have an offensive zone face-off as Ahmed Mahfouz giving it to his players down here to my left-hand side, and now the timeout is over. So they head for the offensive zone. Gutting has been stellar, stopping 52 of 55 here tonight. The Enforcers would love to have that first period back, because that's really where it got away from them. Shinkarik ready to take the draw. He lines up with Matt Graham, wins it back, and that puck does get out of the zone. So the Enforcers have to be careful. No, they can't, as that's going to be shot in the empty net. Dalton J makes them pay for Tyler Jurich on the backside, and it's a 6-3 Prowlers lead. So the Enforcer's not going to be happy with that. Troy Passingham will retreat back to his net. And 1 minute and 5 seconds remains. Elmira comes back out for the 1:05 remaining. We'll see. They do have 5-on-5 hockey. The Enforcers come back out here. The lights all went out. There we go. Now we've got the lights back. That was peculiar, to say the least. 1 minute and 5 seconds remains. The Enforcers win the draw. Playing it back. JT Walters sending ahead, looking for Esser. He can't get it to him. That puck will be sent out, and Troy Passingham goes to play. Rolls it around the boards. Taylor Cutting. Digging for it against Vartiainen. Puck is flipped back down. Vartiainen trying to keep it going. Cutting has it in his skates. Cutting flips that one ahead. Knocked back down and into the... And that's going to draw a penalty. Blake Peavy takes one, and now Cutting coming out there, and he and Dalton Young going to go. Young and Cutting. Cutting over the top with 2, 3. Young wildly swinging. Cutting now wildly swinging. They both tie up. Neither one has landed a punch here in a little bit. Cutting, I think, is up 3-1, now 4-1. There's a hit from both sides. Cutting wildly over the top again. As Cutting's helmet came off, he's taking the worst for wear of those shots over the top, but down he goes. So Cutting will be taken off the ice along with Dalton Young. And the Enforcers, trailing 6-3, have 40.4 seconds left to go. So both will go right off the ice here, I believe. Each is going to get a 5-minute major. Now Cutting will be let off the ice after Young has had enough time to get to his locker room. Looks like Cutting's nameplate may be being ripped off his jersey as well there. So it's a rough one here. Troy Passingham, again stellar here tonight, did not give up a goal. Saved the empty net. Still 40.4 seconds to go. We'll see what the Enforcers can do here. Each side's going to get a 5-minute major for fighting. Interference was the original call. And I believe the Enforcers are going to be on the power play for the remaining 40.4. At least I thought they were. Now it doesn't look like it is. They held up an interference. Now there goes Matt Graham. Okay. Graham goes to the box, and I mean, this is just the type of game that you don't want to play against Port Huron. This hard after the whistle stuff, and Matt Graham's in the box. I think that was the original interference call, which still hasn't made its way up onto the scoreboard yet. And we'll see if the Enforcers can close the gap here. Take a little positive before they head out of the arena tonight. Now they've screwed up the board completely. Now there's 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third period. There's supposed to be 40.5 seconds to go. I don't know what's happening here. There's the 45 seconds. Matt Graham's in the box. I thought there was a power play coming here, but I don't know what's going on here. 45 seconds left to go. Well, this third period has had plenty of interesting drama. Again, obviously I haven't heard anything yet about Johnny Ruiz, and I will let everybody know the minute I know anything, hoping that he's doing okay. So we'll have to take a look, and again, hoping that Brett Gravel is good enough to go tomorrow. See who the goaltending decision is going to be here, as passing him had himself they keep messing with the clock, as now it's back to 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Now it's 46 seconds. Okay, so that part of the clock is fixed. The penalty is still not on the board. And with the amount of time left, so we'll have to see. Hopefully, like I said, Gravel will be back tomorrow. And the Enforcers clearly down 3. Now it's down to 41 seconds. I mean, they just keep messing with the clock here. So now it's at 41 seconds, and it appears as though that's where it's going to stay. I'm not sure. There's supposed to be a power play going here, too. The Enforcers have 5 guys out to 4. I don't know. It looks like they're just going to play this. So we are on a power play brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, to remind you the court is serious business. Puck is slapped all the way down, and the power play is finally up there. 34 seconds left to go, as the Enforcers' power play has not been good here tonight. Kyler Matthews making his way out. Fires it up, was looking for Shinkarik. It's in onside, they said, but it's sent all the way down. So, irregardless, down to the last 20 seconds of this one. Going back forward is Matthews. Matthews looks up the ice. Still has it behind the net. The Enforcers would love to get at least a shot off here on the power play. Passed across into the zone. Brandon Tucker has it. Waiting, firing. That one goes off a leg. The last 5 seconds of the period. Flipped ahead. Knocked down by Kyler Matthews. Down low, and that will do it. So the power play goes 0 for on the evening. The Prowlers are going to celebrate a victory. Troy Passingham going to get some stick taps here. He put on a heck of an effort. But the Elmira Enforcers, well, they fall 6-3 tonight, which of course is not where you want to be. But again, perhaps the biggest part of all of this, you lose Johnny Ruiz. And again, hopefully he's okay. As one more time, Elmira will take on the Prowlers tomorrow night at 7:30. As I said, quick check at the out-of-town scoreboard. 5-2, the finished score. Columbus gets the victory. And, well, again, it's a big one as these standings continue to fluctuate. And we'll have to see what the Enforcers can do tomorrow night. They've won the first 2 of this series. Now they've lost tonight, and so the game tomorrow becomes even more important. Hopefully Elmira can respond and get something going, as everybody just trying to get off the ice. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in here live on YouTube. I really appreciate it. But again, we'll be back tomorrow night here live from McMorran Arena for the final time this season. I'm John Clement. Good night. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry about that. I almost jumped the gun. I got to still read it off. Tonight, your Enforcers scored 3 goals, adding 3 pounds of Dunkin' coffee. The grand total for this season, 82 pounds of Dunkin' coffee for the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Thank you again to our good friends at Dunkin' for this wonderful promotion. And with all that being said, I'm John Clement. Good night, Elmira. We'll see you tomorrow.